I was a little delayed with hitting my buttons. So what the hell?
All I know is I was jamming over here. It didn't matter because I was like, man, I ain't heard this in a minute.
Well, hello, Miss Shawna. It is so good to be back with you these days.
Yes, it feels good to be back. It really does. You know, when you take a nice break of the media for a minute, you know, you have to.
It was a long
But
minute.
then, like I
It's a long
said,
minute for us, though.
yes, and like I said, there was a bunch of excuses that I just
Exactly.
had for myself. Me neither. That was the same thing I was thinking. I'm like, are we tripping?
Yeah, interesting. I don't know what's going on there. It says everything is connected, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
that's
hey, Tina. Nice to see you.
all right. There we go. I'm like,
Mm,
wait
That's
a
yes.
minute.
Lord have mercy. I'm like, what? What happened? What happened? What
They
happened?
probably like, is this real? Are they really live? I don't think so. Let me see.
Oh,
But then as soon as you clicked on going live, it said add chat. Oh, there we go. Divinely Goddess here. Bam.
all
So never mind.
right. Well, we're just
Oh
going to start
man.
this thing all over again one more time, everybody. This is our holiday wishes to everybody. Here we go.
Yes.
Let's do it again. Hello again.
Hello, everybody.
Oh
I
Lord.
think this is probably like it's like too good to be true. It's people like, no. Are they on? No, no, no.
Hackers,
This got to be
hacker.
a rerun.
Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Yes, I am there. I am here. We are here. But I am here with
Yes.
the lovely Miss Shauna. We are back together again.
Yes. What was that song? Back together again? Oh my gosh.
Together again.
Yes.
My tears have all fallen.
Yes, they have. They
Oh my goodness. Oh my
have.
goodness.
Oh right, yes. Everybody come on in. Come on in. It has been a minute.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. I've been a minute.
Well, I tell you what, the energy is really good today, folks. So
Yes.
this should be a good day of readings. Don't bring us down now. Don't bring us down, and don't bring me no love stuff because
Mm-mm.
I ain't
No
interested.
love questions today. Okay.
Exactly.
Let's stay focused on you and you only, or what's going on with your situation. But love,
Yeah.
honey. Mm-mm, mm-mm.
And if you have a love question, I'm going to put it up right now. I'm going to put
Yeah,
Miss Bonnie's thing up
Bonnie.
because you need to connect with Bonnie. You need to reach out to Bonnie. You need to follow Bonnie on YouTube. This woman
Yes.
loves love readings. She eats
Love
love
them.
readings, sleeps love readings. This
Love
is the one. This is the one. Okay. I'm
them.
not saying.
Because you know, right now, let's just get down to the tax bracks. Is it tax? Whatever.
Rat tat,
Anyway,
rat
let's get to it. With this love stuff, this is only for cuddy buddies. That's it. By 2024, y'all gonna be like, I don't want to deal with you. You was just around for the holidays, so I won't have to go to these
tat.
parties by myself. I don't want to be cold. I want to be hugged up with somebody. Bump that. This is what that would be. Hey, Miss
Exactly.
Angie. Yes.
Yeah.
And wait, I hope Bonnie is okay because she was in the middle of that tornado, right?
Oh, she has been in a mess. Power missing, internet missing, in
Yeah.
and out, everything, and the tornadoes. She was right there in Tornado Alley. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
pretty messy. Pretty
Yeah.
messy.
I saw the pictures all over the place anyway, and I'm like,
Mhm.
dang, it tore. I mean, it looked like it just went down this one street and tore everything up.
Mhm.
And I think it was like a little 10-year-old boy that did get killed through, you know, through all of that. And I'm like, oh man, that's some heavy stuff. But prayers go out to the recovery and to everybody out there, you know.
Yep. And folks, don't fall prey to scammers. These
Yes,
these moments, these opportunities for us to
yes,
give, scammers know that we are those kind of people who will give. And so they'll put these scams out there and they'll say, donate money for this, for the disaster, donate. Be careful when you do that. Make sure that it's a reputable company that you're giving money to if you choose to give. You know, one of the best things is, you know, the big ones, you know, the Red Cross, you know, some of the other big companies, the big folks who come into these things, you know, go to them and give money, or go to your local organizations, because they will be involved. They are already involved, and they will be overtaxed. The local organizations step up, but they get their stuff depleted quickly because they're not usually stacked or have enough inventory to take care. So if you have a food bank in that area, if you're in that area and you have a food bank and you want to give food, give some canned goods, give something to the food bank, because the food banks are probably supplying these people food and sustenance. You know, if you have blankets are always a wonderful thing, you know.
Yes.
And also,
Well, even if you know someone, I didn't mean to cut you off, but even if you know someone that's out there, help them directly instead of going through all this other stuff. You know, just go straight to them and ask them what is it that they need, all of that stuff, because they got to build right back up. So, especially, Bonnie just got out there, so everybody make sure that you did scan that code. If not, the link is in the chat, and help her out as well, because you can imagine, you there, and then you just get there, and then all of a sudden this happens, So yes, food bank, all of that stuff, definitely with the food.
Yep. And again, if what better time of year to give anyway than this?
Yes.
This is the time for it. And it's unfortunate they had to go through this time of year, but you know what? You cannot control the weather. We cannot, as much as we like to, we cannot do it. Lord knows, here in Arizona, we'd like to control the weather to give us more water, but that's not the case. So again,
I was like, that was interesting. Wait a minute, what did LMT say, Shawna?
She thought the arms were your hair.
With the boobs. Boy, I was about to be like, look, I got some long ass hair.
Or something weird growing out the side of your head. It's like, what?
Right, like, do y'all see something that I don't see? Right? I mean, we know that they, are checking in on us, but I'm just saying, do y'all see something that I don't see? Like an arm coming out.
Oh, LMT, it's good to see you back.
Listen, my head is right here. Okay.
Oh man, her soul sisters lost 13 homes. Jeez, whiz.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Well, we're sending definitely prayers and good wishes. You know, it's not a good thing. Tina said she thought it was your hair too.
Lord, the next time y'all see this backdrop probably won't be here. Okay.
You have to raise it or lower it. I don't know.
Right. I mean, even if I did,
Oh my gosh. Star Wars. You be Star Wars, Princess Leia,
Right. It's going to have the big,
Yeah. Or Tina Turner in Thunderdome. Remember she had those things?
Yeah. Oh, it does. She should show me a picture of how it did look. Like, it did look like it was coming out of my head.
It does. Oh my God. Now I see it. Yes. Oh my Lord.
Oh man. Y'all got
some little girls. I've seen little girls with the tails here and then something here.
Pigtails. With the two pigtails. OMG.
Yeah, I think we have to rethink that backdrop.
And I'm making it worse by even trying to get myself right in the middle of it.
Now you're going to be conscientious of it the entire...
Right, the whole time. I'm going to be moving like, here's your card.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Gracious. I don't even know how to... If I move it up higher? No, I can't, because it's going to be up there. Y'all. Boy, this is a great welcome back.
Oh, yes.
Why not?
Oh, my goodness. Well, folks, it is time to get to it. But Shawna, you had a good break. You had taken care of some things, got some things done. What's happening there? All good?
Yes,
All good
all
in
good
Florida.
in the hood now. Mama back home. She was with me for 3 weeks, which was cool because I kept her busy. It's like, here's why I didn't go live. And it was good connecting, hanging out with her. And then what else? It's holiday time, so it's holiday parties, all of this other type of stuff. Thanksgiving was cool. Missed y'all, from being out there.
Hmm.
And other than that, it is back on to projects, finishing up these projects before 2024. You know, just finishing stuff up. And that goes to
Hmm.
everybody. What you started this year, it's time to wrap it up.
Get her done.
Um,
Get her done.
Absolutely. It doesn't matter um, where you are with it. At least do it for yourself of finishing it out. This is something that you started at the beginning of 2023 or even in the middle. Step out of your own way. I'm stepping out of my way. Listen, I got to finish this one project that I'm doing. I have like a couple more things to do, and then you get this big announcement, and that I'm really, really happy. It took a lot of research, a lot of time to put into it. So everybody, even with your project, Don, I'm excited about your project too. So everybody, come 2024, there should be no excuses of what you did in 2023 that you couldn't finish in 2023.
Hmm.
To get things done. So at least your main priority, your main, the one that you put all your time into, at
Yep.
least finish that one. If
Yep.
you had a bunch of them that you had on your list and they didn't pan out, they wasn't supposed to, or it wasn't the timing for it yet.
Hmm.
But one project that is keep calling you back, there's a reason.
Hmm.
Finish it.
Yep.
Finish it.
And if you've written a book already and you haven't finished editing it and changing it, this is the time to do it. And I'm talking to myself.
You
I'm like, I
say
got the
this
damn
out
thing
loud too?
written. Exactly. It's like I already got it written, and I just
Yeah.
have to go. I'm going through it, editing and changing things up and making it a little more. I wrote it as a textbook, and I'm rewriting it as a personal kind of, and more of a. Anyway, so and it's taking time. So, but
Yes,
it's
of
like
course.
but I got to do it. I just got to do it.
Got to. Got
And I
to.
need, and next week when you see me guys next week, I'm gonna have that behind me as well. That'll be my hair.
Your hair. Your hair.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Or
Absolutely.
we'll get Angie's backdrop with the flowing hair. You
Yes.
know
Ooh,
that one? That's a
right.
beautiful backdrop too.
I love that one. Now that one makes sense. That will make sense with this one over here. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, projects, finish them up. You don't have to finish all your projects, but that one that keeps calling you back, the one
Exactly.
that you spent all that time on, finish it. Finish it.
Absolutely.
Uh,
Absolutely. And
You know,
focus, people. Focus. This is with retrograde being in place right
oh
now.
heck
Focus
yeah.
is missing. Work on your focus. Get your focus.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. And I missed y'all. I missed all y'all too. I feel like I'm giving y'all a big old hug right now with these extra arms coming out of my hair and right here. So yes, yes. So much so I was like, I didn't even really connect with my cars at that time. And I'm like, I'm not going to force it. I'm not going to force. This is a break that I need. But this is also, Spirit was telling me to get back into my project that I really needed to finish. And I'm putting the finishing touches on this project. I'm really, really happy for it. Regardless of what happens with it, I am it's that vulnerability of putting it out there. And Mercury retrograde is no joke.
No
Okay.
joke.
No joke. It already started with us this
This morning.
morning, honey.
And this morning, it was knocking at our door this morning, wasn't it? It was like, give me
Yes.
a damn break. Really?
No, and I felt it way beforehand.
Yeah.
way beforehand, and this is going into this retrograde will be going into January. So just, hey, buckle up. It is a great time to reflect. It is a great time to reevaluate. It's a great time for all of this. So even so, your past people that was in the past, they may be sending you a little text or knocking on the door or trying to get back up in there. Yeah, don't get fooled by it. You hear me? Do not get fooled by it.
Exactly. Folks, as Shawna's been talking, I've been posting the links. If you're on my side and you have a YouTube account or subscribe with my YouTube and you're visiting through there, please make sure you also pop over to Miss Shawna's YouTube account and hit that subscribe button. And therefore, if one of us are on, that doesn't mean we're always both together. We're very often not. And so this way you get more time with each of us. And if you're on her side, I would invite you to come on over and join this side as well. Again, the more opportunities you have, if a message comes up and you're not ready to go watch that day, just ignore it. But the good part is you'll get the messages, and therefore you have the options. And sometimes having options is pretty damn good. So there you go.
Absolutely.
And then we had Bonnie's thing up earlier, as you guys saw, and now also Angie. Don't forget Miss Angie. Last night we were on together, and this is Miss Angie. So there you go. So let's pick somebody and let's get rolling. Oh, by the way, I gotta give a shout out to my hubby. He was named one of the top 100 docs in Arizona this week.
Awesome.
So he's in it's the Arizona AZ Big Business, big media, whatever it is. Again, it's a doctor thing. But anyway, and I haven't read the article completely, but I did get the gist of it. And so he's chosen as one of the top 100 for Arizona.
Awesome. Yay. Congratulations. Yes. Oh, and I want to give a shout out to my mama is in the chat. So, hey, mama.
I saw her pop in there.
Hey, mama. Okay. No love questions.
Exactly. Yes. No. Yep. And one more thing, let me make clear too, by the way, he would be irritated if I didn't, because I'd be remiss in saying it. He is only as good as his staff. And so his staff make him the doctor that he is. They do the work that helps him to clear his plate, and therefore do the work that he needs to do with his great patient care and so forth. So again, his staff and Kingman Regional Medical Center, where he practices, they are part of that celebration. It's because of them as well. And then of course his skill set and his knowledge and his patient care. He is known for having great bedside patient manner. So there you go. Anyway, but I figured I better put that in there because I don't want to leave anybody out.
You better, honey, because you would have been like, so I saw the live today. Did you not mention the staff?
Exactly. The staff would go in the revolt. It's like, hey, wait a minute. I can just see him with pitchforks, going in there. Make him take this back.
They'll be pulling up at your house talking about, wait, how did y'all get in the gate, first off? Did they let y'all in the gate with all this stuff?
Oh, yes. And I don't have a pool party to throw to make it up because it's in the winter. But
right. Oh, well,
so
hey,
I don't make mistakes.
With the winter plunge, what is that? The polar plunge or whatever that they do?
Oh, Lord, yes.
In Alaska or something. So yeah, y'all come on, jump in the pool.
Exactly. That'll chill them out. That's for sure. That's for everybody.
That will. That definitely
literally.
All right. Get them muscles together.
Let's see who you drawn to. Who is first up, Miss Shawna? Who are you drawn to?
Ooh. Let's go with LMT.
Okay, LMT, you are first. Let me pop back to find LMT.
Yeah. Said my question has two parts. There we go. That one. The police department do it. They do it there every year with the polar plunge. That's kind of cool.
Where's that?
It said Gene XO said the police department does it every winter.
Oh, wow.
Bless their hearts. Bless their hearts. All right.
Yes, Lord.
Yeah. I like my bits. I like all my bits. I like them warm.
Yes, yes.
I don't need no frostbite on nothing to be falling off.
Oh,
Oh man, that was just too far. LMT. um, my question has two parts. Is my dad trying to tell me something? I know he has been lurking around for the past few days, plus checking on a friend to see if she has passed. Do you pick up on either one of them? Wow, LMT, we went a little deep with that one. Hmm, what am I feeling?
I'm picking up some.
Hmm.
I think I'm picking up frustration, but it's not from him. It's from you. So I don't think it's your dad's frustration. I think he's reacting to your frustration. You are frustrated. You're very frustrated, and you also are very your patience has kind of run the course. And so when I'm feeling that your impatience and your frustration, and I think if anything, if you're feeling him again, because I don't feel him around you right now, and he's not come in that I can at least hear. But I would think that if he is coming in, he's probably fine. He's feeling the same thing I'm feeling. He's picking up those same kind of things going on, and he's probably coming in to try to help you figure out how to deal with that level of frustration. But I also feel that there's some I don't know. I feel like you've been let down. I feel like there's a letdown feeling as well. So I think that he's I don't know. I get this feeling like he wants to give you some strength in your spine. He wants to make you step up to the plate and do something, get something going, make something happen. So I think he's just kind of he's your activity sensor in my opinion, and that's what I'm kind of feeling that would probably come from him. But again, I don't feel him specifically, but I feel the energies he would react to because that's what I'm getting through. And if I'm getting through that, then he, as on the other side, would absolutely easily connect on that spirit level with those energies. So if I were you, I would be thinking first and foremost, I would be going to a quiet space in the house where you don't have to worry about outside noises or anything else. And then I would take a long, tall, thin candle, and I would light it. And for a week, 5 minutes at a time, focusing on the flame, not the candle, only the flame. And don't be surprised if eventually you start connecting to him and he does speak to you. The thing is with your level of frustration and anxiety, you can't turn it. You're not turning it off, and you have to turn it off if you're going to talk to him. He is there, and he's come to you before. He's come to you before. You communicate with him before, but right now you're at such an anxiety level, and that anxiety level has brought your vibrational level down. Okay, even though you're more hypersensitive because of you're on edge, that anxiety level has brought your vibrational level down. He is at a higher vibrational level because he's a spirit. And so you need to raise your vibrational level. So you need to, again, clear the mind. You need to clear out that energy. I would be getting some sage working. I would also be getting some Palo Santo. Bring in some Palo Santo. Make sure you get it going. And I think you usually burn some, but I would get that done. I'd also would be I would get the bells and the bells, because the bells will, there you go. They will help raise that level. I'm telling you, when you do those, especially around the heart chakra, or and the crown chakra, and you start down here and as it's ringing and toning, and the tone is important. I would be doing that. I would be raising my vibrational level, because you don't need us to talk to him for you. You LMT, you know yourself. You have the ability to talk. And this is, by the way, if you haven't ordered it, folks, these are amazing. They're only like $14 or $12. But again, this is one of the ways you click on this button. It takes you to Amazon. You order them. But that's what Shawna just had, that one, and this is another option. And they both have a different tone. My favorite tone is it this one? No, this one here has my favorite tone. This one has that truer sound like Shawna has. It's like it has that beautiful, deep, nice tone. And but yeah, I would be getting my vibration level up. And everybody this during the holiday season, your vibration levels will go down, even though you because of the stress, because of the anxiety, because what we talk about how great the holiday season are. I tell you what, the holiday season will bring a lot of energy that can be destructive. So be careful with that. This energy during this season. Get this bell. If you have jingle bells in your house, you can use those, but they don't do the same because these are at certain decimals and decibels, and they hit a certain level for the vibrations. So it's not just a bell. That's why these are key. Is that it's not just a bell. It's not just a sound. It's the decibel at which it rings, which again hits you and here, which takes you to a higher vibrational level. So keep that in mind. I would be looking at doing that. But most importantly, quiet your mind, LMT. Do the candle process. Make sure that you're, again, shutting down the mind from every other distraction and from your own worst enemies who fight in your head. Let them go dormant and teach yourself to shut them down for a week. And then your father's voice will come through. He is talking to you. You will hear him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you've heard him before. You have the ability. It's just right now your head is full of so many things, and you have a lot of you have a lot of pressure on you right now, a lot of things on your shoulders. So that's what I'm getting. What you got, Shauna?
Uh, the same thing. I can do division because what you just said is the focus. This is the Seven of Cups here. Okay, where we at? The Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is saying the same thing. It's that focus. It's centering yourself and understanding what it is that you need to be focusing on. I feel like this is what he's pushing you to. He wants to talk because he wants you to listen, but you have to quiet your mind. You have to quiet everything. And exactly what you were saying is bringing that vibration up. I mean, as soon as I got, ringing in my left ear, and this was all about, it was like the same thing of bringing that vibration up for you. Okay. You do have a lot of stuff, but this is also saying once you focus, once you center yourself, um, and not be distracted with all this nonsense that's around, right? Because it's not doing anything for you. It's actually keeping that vibration low, because it's taking the time away from the time that you can spend with him and even him talking to you. But you're gonna come out of this Ten of Swords. This is coming to everything that was heavy on you, my love. I mean, like anything that you was feeling that was um just on your shoulders, on your back, things that you've been carrying. I feel like 2023 was very, very heavy for you. Very heavy, but it was also enlightenment of things that you need to take care of and things to get done. And so that you can shake off those swords. You don't need them anymore. So there is a completion, a closing coming in. But this is also getting you focused or stepping up your game with this
Yeah.
Queen of Pentacles, you becoming the Queen of Pentacles, okay? Keeping yourself grounded. This is so much of earth energy here, okay? And this is also having that connection with higher beings, I feel, with nature, with the spirit realm, all of that. Because I feel like it's not just your father that's going to come through and that's going to connect with you. This is you now vibrating on this higher frequency. Now all of them going to show like, hey, how you doing? You here now? Okay. I feel like within the next few weeks, because I did get this as an angel answer, within the next few weeks, you're going to receive some great news. So I just feel your dad wants to talk, and you need to provide that space for that to happen. And this is all about getting your focus together and vibrating higher than what you have been feeling. I really didn't feel anything from if your friend has passed. That didn't come up. I just feel like this message was bigger than that. Um, instead of focusing on that, if they had passed or if your dad was lurking around, he does lurk around, but you're just not feeling it, you know. So that's what I have for you, LMT. So
Yep.
let's whip this hair back. Let me whip them two ponytails back, honey.
I love it. I love it. I love it. What a good way to
Yes.
start. Next is
Yes. Who you got? Who you got?
who I got. I don't know. Let me think. Let me see. Hey, Billy Taylor, welcome in. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate you saying
Yes.
hello. That's really good. Ty Jackson. I'm drawn to Ty Jackson.
Oh, and that was so funny. I he came up on my phone even because he shared the thing, and I'm like, oh, I ain't seen that name in a minute.
There you go. We must be psychic. I don't know.
Must be psychic. Hey, Miss Linda. Miss Linda is in the building. I miss you too, my darling. Ty, it's Ty. Listen, I promise you I shuffled these. I really did. And it's crazy. At the 7 of Cups comes out for you, Ty. Where is your focus at? Your focus is on trying to be on everything. And I feel like you just need to hone down what it is that you was really pulling at you right now. Um, there's a lot of distractions that's pulling you off of your game right now as well. But once you focus, once you hone in to what it is, what your true desires are, or what your goals are, or whatever it may be, I feel like Spirit will definitely step through for you with this 9 of Pentacles, so you can receive your harvest. It's harvest time for some, but I also feel like this is what you've been waiting on, especially when it comes to either financial abundance or having that stability as well. Like, listen, I've been putting out. I've been paying for this, paying for that. When am I going? When is it my time to receive? And this is the time to receive. But you need to let go of these. It's really, this is all about focusing on your needs, your wants, instead of someone else's needs and wants. Okay, you do have the King of Swords. It's really you know being smarter at your next moves. I feel like this is, this always comes up when I feel with this King of Swords. It is that work smarter, not harder type of energy here. And then you're bringing in the happiness. This is all um, uh, a transition for you. You're receiving that knowledge. You're receiving information. Being open to receiving that information, using that information for your benefit, and getting exactly what it is that you truly want out of life. And that is the 10 of Cups, and that is true happiness. This is having the cake and eating it too, and maybe a couple slices of it, not just the whole cake, but sharing it with others and sharing it with a family as well. So that's what I have for you, Ty.
Okay. Um, Ty did. Do you have an uncle who crossed over? Ty, do you have an uncle who crossed over? Da-dum, 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 da-dum. I'm getting Richard. So, do you have an uncle who crossed over by the name of Richard? Ty, are you still there? Hello, 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 hello. Houston, we have a problem.
Well,
Houston, we have a
Houston, we do. I think Ty has left I was about to say the universe, but left the building.
problem.
Because
All
I
right.
was reading the message and I saw universe, and I'm like,
Oh, Lord have mercy. Um, I guess not. I guess Ty has gone. So there you go. Well, we'll find out. Ty, if you pop back in, hopefully you'll let us know, and we'll see if you have an uncle. Again, Uncle Richard passed over. That's what I'm getting. A passed over energy for Uncle Richard. Uncle Richard. And it's interesting because when the word Richard came out, it was funny because it came off as a my Uncle Richard used to live in South Carolina, and he was from West Virginia, but his wife was from someplace other, and from the South. And when she called him, she said, Richard, Richard. And so every time I hear Richard, I can't help but go back to Richard. And I was like, I would cringe. Oh God. If I had to wake up every day to hear somebody call my name like that, I'm like, Lord have mercy. I would have taken a short trip off of a long trip off of a short period. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes.
He was a saint because Lord have mercy, taking care of that woman. Woo-hoo. But anyway, so Richard came to my head, and they just me. Sometimes it comes here, it comes out here. I don't filter, whatever. Anyway, so now you all know a little bit more than you thought you did.
Yes.
Anyway, so he's not here, so let's move on. Okay. Alrighty then. Hey, Linda, nice to see you. And I heard you earlier, and I got distracted, and I didn't say hello. Kelly Dick says, been here more than a year. Love coming here with you guys. Kelly, we love having you in too. We love having you in. And we love the fact that when you join us with your abilities and then you offer insight based on what you're getting to, it's always a good thing. We have to get you up to speed and determined enough so where you'll come on live with us one time. We'll send you a link.
Miss Kelly.
I know a lot of people are reticent in doing that, but you could join us one time and share share your abilities with everybody and put a name to a face and a face to a voice and whatever else. So Kelly, we have to work on getting you prepared to the point where you're comfortable enough to accept the link and then come join us. That would be fun. We would enjoy that.
Well, on that note, we might as well read from Miss Kelly.
There you go. I think that's a good thing.
You brought the name up. Kelly, it's time for you to walk away, honey, from things that no longer are serving you, honey. Okay? It may seem like it's lonely, but it's not. Okay? I feel like this is also, it can be walking away from a relationship or certain projects that you thought that was, the projects that you should. It's time to step out from it. I thought that's what I heard. No worries. But this is also opening everything up for you as you do the walk away from things that no longer are serving you, or it's not for your highest and greatest good anymore. It doesn't necessarily mean that it didn't work out or it didn't pan out. It was just, I feel like it wasn't in an alignment with your purpose and what it is that Spirit has in store for you. Okay. But the great thing about it is, as soon as you let this stuff go, let things go that are no longer serving you, you have the sun here. And the sun, honey, that is bringing in positivity. This is bringing in optimism. It's bringing in so much of greatness, but it's also allowing you to tap into this inner child of yours, and allow your inner child to come out and play and or whatever it may be. But it's really with the touching of that. I love that this is a nice transformation as well that you will have once you leave certain relationships that no longer serve you. You are definitely opening the door for new relationships that will help serve your highest and greatest good, as well as embracing that inner child of yours. You do have the Hierophant here. I love this for you. This is really, I feel like this is what you're stepping into with this transformation of, allowing yourself to shine, allowing the world to see your skills, your abilities. I also feel like this is um, that yes moment of your next project or your next thing to do or whatever it is that you want to do. I feel like people will come to you and ask for your advice, or you will be that beacon of light for others, if that makes sense. All right. And then you also have the judgment card. You have three major arcanas um all in place here, and one back to back. So there's going to be some major changes here happening for you. I also feel like, spirit is definitely pushing you out of your comfort zone, out of your box, to embrace your authentic self as well. I also feel like spirit has a blessing for you, a gift waiting for you as soon as you open your arms and be ready to receive it. um I just feel like this is big energy. I feel like there is transformative type of energy here for you as well, Miss Kelly. Let's pull some healing cards and see what's happening as well until Don comes back, because he's the one that's working the chat today, not I. All right, guarding angel. Yes, it's definitely around you. And your guardian angel is protecting you, but it's also, I said, that's why I was saying you are not alone when you take this, embark on this new journey. I feel like you're going into a new journey in your life where um this is the unknown. This is um really, really something amazing with it, uh Kelly. So whew, yeah. Is there a delay? Kelly, I've been reading for you the whole time, honey.
Oh no, you did Kelly Dix.
Oh, Kelly Dix. Okay.
Yeah, that's Kelly Bailey.
Kelly Dix. Okay, cool, cool, cool.
Hmm.
Cool. And there we go. But that's what I have for you, Miss Kelly Dix.
I could go so many ways with that, but I'm not going to do
I
it.
know. That's why I
Not
was just
going
like, well, I'm shutting up because I already
to.
got in trouble already with my bits.
Exactly, exactly, exactly. Let's see what I got for Kelly. Let's see what I got for Kelly. And I was trying to find her name again so I could put it up in replace of Ty, because we aren't doing Ty. We,
No, Ty left
we,
us, child.
and don't worry, Ty. We do take it personally.
We do. We
Let's see,
do.
Kelly.
Linda said, "Don't go there, Don."
Exactly. Go back. The edge is near. Go back.
Yes.
Mm,
Yes. I think
yes.
everybody's mind was on the same thing for Miss Kelly. We're gonna stop at Miss Kelly.
Kelly, the year in front of you is a year of some significant change, but the good
Yes.
part, the change is helping you move beyond, because you're stuck. I feel like you're stuck right now. And again, that stuck energy is an energy that can be frustrating, to say the least, but that stuck energy is going away. And this is an 8. So again, there's got to be one or two more pieces to fall in place before, and that could be why the tower is lining you up, because the 10 of swords would be there with the change, but and the end of the cycle. But again, that you're getting you're again, the stuck situation, the stuck feeling, the stuck of not moving forward, the stuck of kind of not seeing progress is coming to an end. And that's going to be, and I don't think, and from what I see here, this is a tower card. And when I see the tower card, of course, the tower card always is kind of telling me that some of the change is out of your hands. It's out of your control. You're not going to be, which can be frustrating, because I sense that you like to control the process of things as they move forward. We all do from time to time. but you definitely like to keep your hand on the wheel. But this is going to be something, this change that the event that creates the change will be out of your control. So you won't have a lot of control over it. But remember, don't worry about not having control over the event that creates the change. Have control over how you deal with the change and how you can manipulate the change to work to your advantage. That's the key. And the people who, because people look at, I used to love the death card over the tower card, because the death card is change that you create, the change that you can bring about. Mm-hmm. And then I worried about the tower card, because again, the tower card is something that's beyond your control when it comes to the change. Mm-hmm. However, I have come to realize, again, depending on who you are and the fortitude in which you bring to this world, that fortitude can drive a wind. You can divert the wind, you can divert water, you can do so water may be coming your way, but that doesn't mean you have to stand there and let it flow all over you. You can divert it. You can do things to improve it. You can divert it and plant seeds, and therefore let that water irrigate your seeds. There's so many things that so many metaphors I can use, but the key is again, don't be afraid of the tower card. The tower card only says that you're not going to be in control over the event that makes the change, but be in control over how that change affects you and how you can use it to your advantage. Okay. The next card I get is you've already planted the seeds. So the good part is, whatever the change that's going to be happening is that you've already planted the seeds that are going to help you find the way through it and find your way on the other side to a happier time. And look at this. Again, you have planted many seeds. So again, the work, you've done work already. You've laid groundwork for the other side as you cross into the time beyond the change, which is great. And look at this, 8 of Pentacles. If you're going to get something, seven Pentacles. Mm-hmm. So if you're going to get some card, these Pentacle cards mean a lot. So again, the harvest, you will be reaping the harvest, but continue to learn and grow, as Shawna showed with the Pentacles as well. Continue to continue to grow from it. And so again, we have a 6, the planting the seeds, seeing it come to fruition. This is that growth, and then Shawna's 8. I mean, you can't get much more than that.
Oh, so she also had the Judgment, the Hierophant, and
yeah.
And what was the other one? The Hierophant, the Judgment.
Well, and that Hierophant is important too, because the Judgment. I'm sorry, the Judgment is important too.
Yeah.
The Hierophant bothers me, but only because the Hierophant can go different ways. Okay, and so be careful about the Hierophant trying to create doctrine that you have to follow. That card bothers me. I don't like that Hierophant. I always get irritated with the Hierophant card because it's like I don't need rigid rules. I don't want to stick by rigid rules, that kind of stuff. And the Hierophant can sometimes imply that. But the good part is again, that part of the change situation there, we could say, hey, maybe you need to break a little rules. Maybe you need to, go outside of the structure. Maybe you need to blow it up and recreate your structure. You know what I'm saying?
Right. The Hierophant was right beside it was in between the Sun and the Judgment card. So with that, I didn't read it as you got to stick to traditional ways. Right. I read it like she's breaking free, where she's, coming out of her comfort zone. That's that. I feel like that's that push.
And that sun is that new birth, that new way of thinking. So yeah, the sun is that seeing things differently and a new beginning and a new growth. And then the other card on the other side was what?
It was the Sun. The Hierophant was in the middle, and before that, it was the 8 of Cups.
You said Judgment, right?
The Judgment. Yeah.
So the good part, again, the Judgment goes back to these cards too, because again, you put the work in, you've already planted the seeds. The Judgment card says, by planting the seeds, the things that you already laid, the seeds you laid, you will now harvest. Again, the Judgment card is what you put out, you get back. Yes. So you've been putting out a lot of great feeling, a lot of great energy, a lot of helpfulness. And so in return, by planting those seeds, by putting it out there, it's coming back in a good way. So again, a new way of doing it, a new way. And again, that Sun card is with this. This is the Sun card is on the other side of this. The change is good. Again, change is good.
Yes.
I love it. And look at this.
It's going to be some major, big changes happening for her coming into 2024.
Yep. But in a very good way. And again, ride the wave. Ride the wave. Don't fight it. Yep. Ride, Sally, ride. All right, Sally Dix. There you go. You didn't ask for it, but you got it. There's your reading.
Yep. There you go. There you go. You know,
All right.
who do you have? Who you want to do next?
It's on you.
So I have two people in mind. I have Sonara, and I have Tina Simpson.
Well,
So
Tina
which
was
one?
one of the first folks in, so why don't we do a Tina one?
Okay, because that has been popping straight up in my like neon lights. Bam, bam,
Mm.
bam.
Tina, my first thing to you is um, you need to be doing your affirmations, my dear. You need to be doing your affirmations because and every morning, I said this last night, and I'm saying this often. Every morning, when you wake up, the very first thing you should do is you should give gratitude, be grateful for three things in your life, whatever they may be, three things. And every day you can find three different things because there's so many things. When we actually stop and look at our lives, no matter what struggles, no matter what frustrations, no matter what angers we have, I guarantee you can find three different things to be grateful for every day. And if you start your day in a day of gratitude, in a day of thanks and joy, giving spirit exactly what they've earned by giving you certain things, then you have a positive way forward, a positive start to your day. And when you have a positive start to your day, you walk around and you can change your environment, which is why I go back to my affirmations. When you're using your affirmations, you change your mindset, and then you also change your environment because of the energy you put out. When you put out energy, the law of attraction says if you send me goodwill, the law of attraction says I'm getting it back to you. It's going to come back to you that way. If I give you attitude, guess what you're going to get back? And you test that in your life. Think about it in your life. If you go up to a clerk and you order something and they give you attitude, are you not in a bad mood now, ready to give them attitude back? Of course you are. We all are. We are human. So again, Tina, the very first thing you have to do is you have got to work on changing the mindset.
Yes.
Everything there things can two things can be true at the same time. Let me put it that way. Two things can be true at the same time. And I go back to analogy, which I think is an analogy which most people can understand. And that is you drive down the road and you have a blowout in your tire. And you're driving fast. You hear the pop, the car does a little shimmer, you slowly brake, you pull over to the right, you get off of the highway, and there you out and you look in the tire is blown. Okay. Now, the one side, which is true at the same time as will be the second side, is damn, I blew a tire. Now I got to go expensive fixing a damn tire. I'm running late. I can't believe this. And I don't want to be sitting on the side of the highway having to do this or call AAA, right? That is true. That is actual true. At the same time, your mind could also be thinking, thank God that the tire blew in a way that did not destroy my fender, did not flip the car, and I was able to navigate safely to the side of the road, get off, and I am safe and healthy. And the only expense I'm going to have to put out is, again, the expense of a tire. Both things are true at the same time because, again, it's how you see it. It's how you see it, though, that is key. So know that, yes, you can go to the negative, but if you create a positive environment around you, and even when the negative happens, you find the positive in it. By doing that, and I'm not saying be Pollyanna, that is not what I'm saying, but what I am saying is that if you put positive out into the world, if you send the positive energy out, don't be surprised if the positive energy comes back to you and your day is a better day, the people around you are in a better mood, and situations tend to deflate and they go away in ways that you have not seen in the past. It's amazing how people can be very helpful with sugar, but you give them vinegar, they ain't so happy.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the first thing I get. And I'm going to stop right there because it's kind of preachy. And Shawna, you give some insight on what you're getting energy wise. I think that needs to be heard because
Well, of
you
course.
can't dwell. You can't dwell on the negative. You've got
Right.
and you have to make it happen. You can't expect the world to be happier for you. You got to be happy for yourself first.
Mm-hmm. Well, you just passed the mic, so by doing that, we're gonna still go with the same sermon, okay, Tina. On top of that, you are juggling a lot of things. I mean, you just don't know where to go with it. you know, and it's overwhelming you a little bit to where you have, I don't know if you having relationship problems or you having things that you are dealing with. It can been someone not you. I feel like you don't feel supported to a certain extent. And this can be from a partner or a past relationship. I feel like you just haven't got over certain things. And it's kind of like putting in fault for others of like, listen, I could have handled this differently, or I can wake up every day and be, vibrating differently instead of vibrating low and staying in this stump. This is a moment that you have control over. Okay. I found a friend. I have a friend missing and found out he was murdered last night. Oh my lord. Well, of course, that makes everything off. So yeah, this is another reason why your emotions are running high. I felt like y'all was really, really close, um, with this, but so I don't know if you are feeling guilty of the way things had left off or left, or of what you wanted to say and couldn't say. And a lot of times, this means that you can change the whole thing, regardless. Like when Don was talking about the tire, you can look at it in different ways. You can be pissed off that you got a flat tire and it messes up the rest of the day, right? Or you can say, well, cool, I got a flat tire, but it didn't damage the car. It didn't do this, I didn't wreck, I didn't run into nobody. I have AAA. I have, whoever your insurance company is, I can take care of this. Wait, I got a spare tire in the back. All of this, and it makes you remember these things of just staying positive. And then you say, all right, cool. I may be running a little late, but that ain't gonna be the end of the world, of appointment. I can just reschedule or whatever it is. But I also feel like spirit is opening the door with a new blessing for you, because you do have the Ace of Cups here. Okay. And this is like a new passion, a new love. And this could be stepping into uh you how spirit is coming in for you. I also feel like you have the Six of Wands here, and the Six of Wands is definitely telling you you are coming out of the trenches. You are rising above, and being recognized for your strength, your ability, not just to be sitting waddling into something. Because as you become more in tune to with your higher self, you see death different. Okay, death is not the same as misery and everything. You see it as it's a transformation, it's a transition, it's part of life, and you're going on to another assignment or whatever it may be to you. It's not the same as for others of like that physical. Of course you're going to miss your person, or of course you going to have some grief of some sort, but it's how you deal with your grief is differently, right? So this is actually taking time out. The Hermit is definitely coming up for you, because this is a great time for you to take a moment and breathe. Take a moment and sit with self to find out what self how self is feeling, how self is, to just do a reevaluation of self. Okay. You do have the Page of Wands here. This Page of Wands is definitely opening up to being honest. Okay. This is like a message of just being honest with your authentic self, being honest with your next steps in life. But you got to come out of your own prison with this Eight of Swords here. I did some clarifying here, as well, and you got the Five of Swords again. It's I feel like this is like a mental thing that's going on with you. You are so in your head where it's like, all right, I got to do what's best for me. I cannot keep listening to others. I can't keep listening to people that don't know me they think they know me, and they think they can tell me how I should live, and how I should deal with things. But no, this is definitely stepping up to the plate and saying, all right, cool, I can do the walk away. I can do the walk away from things that are, or from people that are toxic in your life. And at the same time, you got the Five of Cups here, and this Five of Cups is saying, hey, let the past go. This is the part that you gotta leave in 2023. Okay, this is a new beginning for you. This is, spirit is definitely wants you to focus on you and every bit of you. Okay, and if you are an empath, this is the having that connection with spirit as well. So this is, take time alone for a minute to get your thoughts, your mind, to get back in alignment, because you're just, your emotions, of course they're going to be all over the place because you just had something traumatic happen. But is, you can still connect with this person. Okay, it's not saying that you can't, you can still can. It's just, it's not in the physical. But I'm just saying, you got to release yourself for your own, from your own prison that you have made for yourself.
Let it go. Let it go.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting.
Exactly.
Yes.
I'm telling you, sometimes you do have to just let it go.
Literally.
You
I
know?
mean, even down to the attachment that you have with that close person. Okay. Because it can be detrimental for you for your next moves. All right. So I'm just saying, you know, only you put that prison up. Didn't nobody else put that prison up around you? You
No.
thought that, of course, you think a lot of times I'm putting up boundaries. This is to protect me and all. But those boundaries can be your limitations, you know, your restrictions of what you want to do, what you can do, but yet, I don't want to. I'm not. That's you. That's all you.
Yep.
Nobody else put that. That's all you, love.
Yep.
And it's so easy to get out of it. Take off the blindfold. Take off your shackles and let it go. You know, come out of that.
Also, use the things in your environment to help set
Yes.
the ambiance or whatever you want to call it. One of the things again are the Palo Santo, which I speak of often. You know, Palo Santo has a great ability to bring in positive energy. One thing I like to do also is I burn two incense at once. I burn frankincense and dragon's blood, and the combination to me is killer when they burn together. And this is where I buy it. This is the same deal.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's like this is not my store, by the way. This is Amazon, but anyway, these are things that you can use these things in your environment to help set a tempo or set that intention. Again, because your environment is equally as important as everything else. And so
Yes.
if your environment is stale, your environment, if there are odors in the environment that are not helpful to bring about peace, you know, then do something, change the environment as well. Sometimes changing the color of the environment, changing
Heck yeah.
maybe the paint is not quite this or that or other. You know, there's things that people do that. Also, Linda, I mean not Linda. I'm sorry. Tina, I wonder, was the guy's name John or Stephen? Because I'm getting a John or a Stephen. Was the person who was murdered, your friend, was he a John or a Stephen? And did he have tattoos? Because I'm getting some tattoo energy. No, he wasn't a John or Stephen. Okay, okay, interesting. Because I was getting a John or a Stephen, and I was getting tattoos. Okay, yeah, that's good because what I was getting was a really horrific scene. So I'm glad this wasn't part of that scene. Wow, crazy.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, crazy. Yeah. I was getting yeah, this guy, this there yeah, no, okay, wow, okay, move on. Sorry. The energy it's yeah, no, okay.
Right.
Alrighty then.
I don't think, regardless, I don't think nobody wanted to
No, not this one.
hear
Not
what
no.
was going
No,
on.
remind me later, I'll tell you what happened.
Of
It's
course.
yeah, what I
Of
just
course.
saw. Yeah. Wow. Holy
Mm.
crap.
Mm.
Holy crap. Holy crap. Holy crap. Holy crap. Yeah. Anyway.
Oh my.
Jeez. Next.
Yes. Next.
Next. Oh my God. Next. Jeez, he was.
Well, I tell you, people are some evil folks here.
How about Gene XO?
Gene XO. Gene, are you still here? First off, can we?
Oh,
Because
that's a
we've
good
been reading for
question.
people that we didn't know if it was still here or not. Gene XOXO. That sounds like an expensive liquor. Gene XO, like
Uh huh. Like
X.
cognac has the XO. You know.
Yes, like the cognac. Ooh. Jean, are you still here, my love? Maybe not. Oh, shucks. Mm.
I guess she's not here. So next.
Next. You're welcome, Tina Simpson. Mm. Wow.
Who next? Who next? Who next? I'll let you pick since I wasn't successful.
Sonora, are you still here, my love?
Who is here?
Well, Anne is here. Anne Starr. I haven't seen that name.
But
You
didn't
know
Anne
Anne
want a
Starr?
love reading? Isn't she want a love reading about somebody or somebody?
Is it? Anne, did you want a love reading, child? We ain't doing no love reading. JoJo's here.
Oh, I love
Ray's
reading.
here. Thank
Yeah,
y'all
Anne
for letting us
Star.
know that y'all here. This
Yeah,
is
Ann Star
fun.
said, "Is there a future together ahead of me and Mike? Please, is there commitment coming through engagement, marriage for us?"
Ah, it's good
Yeah.
old love.
Hmm. You asked for it, Shauna,
Don't.
because she's here. It's Shauna's fault, people. It's Shauna's fault. She did it. She did it. She called
I
her
didn't
name.
even know. All I saw was Anne. Doggone it.
Nanny boo boo, stick your head in poo poo.
One and only. One and only.
Oh, it's so
Yeah,
sweet.
I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna get some stuff from you too. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you gonna help me with this one, Don. Yeah. Nan and boo boo, all of that one. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you found the darn question. What in the world?
I'm helpful. What can I say?
Oh, I thank you. You are so great. Oh, child.
The drama? Could it be me?
Yes. Yes.
Don't do it. No, don't do it. No, 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 no.
There we go. So the answer to this one, yes. No. If you don't believe me, I'll pull it up. This is
Five of
girl.
Pentacles. Mm.
Yes. And the devil? Oh, child.
He hasn't disconnected from his previous.
No. He hasn't let go of the other. And then he gonna come in and try to control and tell you how you should live, do all that. Now, you wanted your love reading, right?
Can we talk? Can we talk?
Girl, you better run. No, walk, girl. Don't even got to run from that. Just yeah. If you want the future together, then yes, you could do whatever. This you got free will. But from what I see right here, he still got ties from the past. I mean, I'm talking about strong ones. So much so, it's going to affect what's happening. We are 15 years. Well, honey.
You're 15. What did I mean? What?
15 years together.
And you haven't gotten an offer yet to be married, and you're wondering if he's going to all
Girl,
of a sudden now offer that.
let me say this. This is why I don't like to do love questions, okay? Because stuff comes up. And when stuff comes up, I don't got to pull no more cards just to tell you what this Five of Pentacles is all about. Okay? You got to read in between the lines, honey. You got to open your beautiful eyes and see what's really going on. The past is still creeping around.
Who's knocking at the back
Yes,
door? Who's
Angie,
knocking
help
at the back
me. Help me. Oh, help me. Because I got to deliver this. Help me. Oh, man. I need some tequila. This thing gave me a darn headache. Child, what'd that tell you right there, honey? This is a harmful situation. You're going to be that special friend in the... Ooh, Angie. See, this is what happens when we got other readers that's in the chat and they picking up on it too. Come on. Hi, dog, y'all. Yes. Yes. I don't care what time it is, Angie. We go with a question like this. Yes. Tequila is a must. With no salt and no lime, just straight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd be having a ring on my back door, watching what comes in and out because.
On the side door, in the
Mhm,
garage,
mhm.
look and see if there's another property somewhere.
Hope
I'm
even
telling
Julie's
you.
saying, "Why pay the cow when you can milk it for free?"
Ooh.
Mm. Oh, anyway, all I'm saying is, and you sure you wanted it? I don't know. Was
And
marriage coming? Well, your answer was
no.
it's been 15 years. So
You got your answer already.
yeah, unfortunately, a number of folks have kind of chimed in on the same thing, and we're
Uh,
all feeling the same thing, unfortunately.
Same thing. And it ain't gonna be good. It's not gonna be good, my love.
And
Why
and
force it?
yep. And you want a longer, more intense reading on that love?
Go to Bonnie. Yeah. Go to Bonnie.
And make sure you subscribe to Bonnie
Yes,
and reach out
please.
to Bonnie because
Yes.
she will give you a long, intense one. And yeah, more information. She loves these things. So this is
Boom.
call Bonnie. Call
Go
Bonnie. Reach
call,
out to
please
Bonnie.
call her. We should have fun. We should call up right, Bonnie.
If
We
Bonnie, you got
got
a
a
minute, we got to
client for
read for
you.
you
We got a client for you right now.
right now. Absolutely,
Woo,
absolutely.
girl. That is some heavy energy with that. 15 years. Come on. And it's shown that he messing around. Come on now.
Yeah, yeah, yep. After all these years, now you have the question. It's like, okay, why are you asking that question? What is it about you that has brought you to the point of thinking about that? So, again, keep that in mind, please. Keep that
Yes.
in.
Listen, y'all, you got to realize when you are the one that's also in the relationship. You can't just be putting all of it on someone. You got to realize, wait, who am I in this relationship? Okay, what am I getting out of this? Y'all, I'm not picking no more names today. Nope. Nope.
Oh my goodness.
Nope. Call Bonnie. 1-800 call Bonnie.
We need to get that number for her. 1-800 call
Yes.
Bonnie. Yep. Mm.
Because I want the engagement. What? If you drinking coffee, you need to put some whiskey in that coffee, or some vodka, or something, honey. Because you're gonna go in circles with this. But do what you want to do, okay? Do what you want to do. You got free will. Don't
But
listen
Anne,
to
are you
us.
and all that you've heard from the different people who are picking up the similar energies, and then you put out there that you just want the engagement in the marriage. The engagement in the marriage is a 1 day event. You're gonna have it get engaged one time and 1 day, and then a wedding will have to happen another day. But there's 365 days in a year. You covered 2 of the 365. What are you gonna do with the other 363 that ain't measuring up to what a wedding ring is supposed to represent? So again, and we all could be way off. Of course, everybody in this chat could be way off, even though they have the same kind of feelings going on. Um, you know, but we're asking you to just kind of keep your mind open and your eyes open, and because there's a reason why he hasn't asked in 15 years. There's a reason why, and so there you go.
And
Sorry to do that.
it took you to come on here and ask us this question, honey. That means you are not in tune with him. You're not in tune with that relationships, and you are blind to see what is really going on.
But Anne, I do have to ask one question, and it goes back to and this is not anything psychic or whatever else. This is just me as a human being. If you've gone 15 years without it, and all of a sudden you feel you need that ring to create a bond, a chain, is there something in your psyche, not psychic, in your psyche, that is sending you a vibe that maybe you don't have the bond that you thought you did, and maybe he might be elsewhere? Because it's amazing how after 15 years, all of a sudden this is a problem, and it's like, why would it be good for the first 14, and then all of a sudden now you want this chain? What is, and the ring is only a symbol. It's not a chain. It's not going to bind him. So I just worry for you. I hope that you're not wanting a wedding as a way of ensuring that you tether him to you, because that's the very last thing. A wedding should be a union coming together, not a wedding that's holding people from running different directions. That's kind of what I see.
Like a baby. You know how they do with the babies, honey?
The anchor baby. Yep.
Like the baby.
Yep.
Oh, we're gonna have so many. We're gonna have 2 kids. This, hoping that it's going to be the glue for the relationship. Child,
Exactly.
no.
Yep. Hey, I'm getting ready to move. Oh, guess what? I'm pregnant.
So I'm not gonna move no more. Bye.
Exactly.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll send you the check. It's people get the wrong. I guess the wrong type of impression of what a wedding and a bond is. Okay. That is almost like a privilege to be married and to be in this union. But if your person is not into you and you looking at it and y'all been together for 15 years, hunty. Now, not saying you wasted your time. I don't believe in people wasting time into doing something. I feel like this is a learning situation. You just took too long took a longer time to learn your situation. So not the baby leg, child.
Pam was asking something, so I figured I'd
Well, if it's a baby leg, then do what you gonna do, but don't ask about because why give that up? What? Why give up the baby leg? Fuck that. Do whatever you want, but that baby leg is staying right here. Anyways.
Next, hey Katie, you're just right on time. I love it. Hey, welcome in, Katie. Nice to see you.
Thank you, Katie.
Oh, Katie.
I'm not answering. I'm not picking no more names today.
Oh, Katie, are you a single mom? I'm getting single mom energy. Are you potentially or by chance a single mom? And why I'm getting that is because of, I think it goes back to your question about a good job soon. Yep.
Yep. I think I feel like you will soon.
She says, yes, I was. You were a single mom and now you're with somebody. Is that what you're saying then? Because I was definitely picking up single mom energy. And it's one child, right? Was it just one child? What wasn't? Is it just one child? Let's hope it's not was.
Oh Lord, not the baby legs. No.
My kids are grown. Oh, your kids are grown. Okay.
Oh.
Rising Phoenix. Thank you for having such an important message for me, Rising Phoenix. I've got an important message for you, Rising Phoenix.
Do you want it?
I am giving and caring. So this, my dear, is for you, Rising Phoenix.
To your resume is equivalent to mine. Hush.
And to be a little more subtle about it.
You're a paper airplane and I'm a 747. Don't you ever think you're anything like me just because you can fly a little.
Period.
Exactly.
Period.
So thank you for popping in, my dear, and it's time for you to pop back out. Thank you.
But I feel like you will be getting a job, a good one. So I feel like, you've been applying yourself. It's just, I love how Spirit like to say, it's going to happen. Let me move things around because it's not just you that's in play. You know what I'm saying? So I got, yes, you will get one, a good one.
Yeah, and the thing, Katie, is I think that as you look for jobs and you will continue to do that, I think you're going to be surprised because this one's coming to you. This one's coming through a friend. This one is coming as a referral from a friend. And so I think that's a wonderful thing. I don't get the energy of, again, I think you're expending energy trying to find something, but I don't think that that's how it's going to happen. I think ultimately this is going to be a referral and somebody says, hey, there's this opportunity. You're going to like it and it's going to work itself out. You're going to be surprised at how quickly it happens though. So I would be clear. I would be watching my calendar, making sure I'm ready to take a quick, take advantage of a quick opportunity when it comes, because that is what is going to happen here. Now, it won't be happening until early next year. So it's going to, in January, I'm looking like the second week in January, maybe third week in January. So don't expect it to be happening over the holidays. That's not going to happen. I don't get that energy at all for that. It's going to be again in probably mid January of next year. You're going to hear about it, but it will happen fast. And so once you're granted the interview, you're going to do well in the interview. You're going to, and it's like a foregone conclusion at that point.
So don't miss out on the opportunity. 4 of Cups. Don't miss out on this opportunity. This opportunity is going to bring you promise, going to bring you all of what you're asking for and more. So this is that something better. Okay.
And that 4 of Cups, remember, it's that hand that comes out and ready next. So again, it's being sent to you. It's being given to you. So again, you're not going to find it. It's going to be offered to you as an opportunity.
Absolutely. From the friend. And this is going to be something that is going to bring you great happiness. It's going to be also, I feel like this is like part of like the like part of your passion type of thing. Like working in that, doing something that you love doing, put it that way. Doing something that you will love doing. So I'm excited for you, girl. Let us know. Keep us up with the, we love confirmations.
Absolutely. And there was something else I was wanting to mention to you, and I can't think of what it is. Have you something about no, that's not you. That's not for you. Thanks anyway. That was sent for somebody else. Sorry. It was a message. Okay, good. We're good.
Is she doing something in the medical field? Hey, Katie, is it something do you want to do something in the medical field? Because I feel like this kind of pulls at your heartstrings as well. Linda was wanting to know, honey. I love working with children. Yeah. Like I said, it pulls at from your heart. This is something that's going to be so amazing for you.
Yep. And again, it'll be kind of, it'll be it won't be work because you're going to enjoy it. So know
Right.
that it's a job that you'll want to do, not a job that you feel you have to do.
Yeah.
Nice, absolutely. Um,
Who are you picking up? Because you picking somebody up.
I don't know. Let's do Autumn Ashley. Autumn Ashley. Yeah, I'm still here, low, just in case y'all are wondering who to pick next.
I'm
There you
not
go.
pick. Listen, I'm not doing the names. So Don is the one that's gonna be picking the names. Because the last time I did that, guess what happened? We was taking all of us was taking shots of tequila this morning. Okay, so I shut up.
Autumn Ashley. Are you still here, Autumn? Well, you just said that, so I'm guessing you are. Oh Lord.
Oh,
Kate,
I was about to say, you know what your passion is.
exactly.
Was you about to say that?
Something like that. Yes, yes, yes. But you ain't making money at that.
No. Oh Lord.
Katie, if I were you, I would also check into. I would call. I would look around the autism. I would look around the autistic, an autistic association around your area, because I'm being drawn to autism. So I don't know if you have a child in that or a grandchild or whatever, or you would do well with that. So if you've not been affected or not been on the spectrum, or somebody you know is on the spectrum, then what I would do is I would suggest that you would maybe check into the Autism Society there, and see see if they have little groups or whatever, or those centers that can help autistic kids. Because again, I'm being drawn to that for you. Something working with autistic kids. Again, if you don't have a child or grandchild already on the spectrum, because I'm being drawn to autism for you for some reason. And
Yeah.
that's just an added thing on the end.
I was also getting that she is very patient with kids.
Mm-hmm.
And kids love her just because they see her as, oh, I can talk to her. I can, she understands me and she don't have to do too much. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? It's just her being her.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that just shines.
Absolutely, absolutely. I've worked with autistic kids before, and not wanting to do that, go in that direction. Okay, so I was picking up a past experience then. Okay,
Mm.
well, there you go. I got something going. Nice, I'll take it. So there you go.
Right?
Hey, welcome in, Rose.
From Ireland.
How do you say that last name? Mahan,
Mate.
Mahon, Mahone,
Uh-huh.
Mahone.
Mahone. Because
Maybe
that's more
Mahone.
Ireland based. Mahone.
Well, she's from Ireland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if that's how you say it. Did I get it right? Is it Mahone? For Rose. Anyway, well, Autumn Ashley, what you got for Autumn?
We got some fresh new energy coming in. Page of Pentacles. I love it. I love it. This Page of Pentacles, I feel like, there's new energy, youthful energy at that. I also feel like there is maybe some news of money. Of course, who doesn't like the news of money coming through? Um, but I just let me get a clarifier because this is because right beside it is kind of throwing me off because you got the Devil card here. Okay, that's right beside the Page of Pentacles, and it's like, wait a minute. I feel like it can be someone that's, as you receive this news of money coming in, they are already trying to tell you what to do with what you got coming through. I just feel like this energy of someone trying to have control over you. Wow, you got a double. Good gracious, you got 10. You got 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Swords. So I feel like this news of money that's coming through for you is definitely this energy of freedom. Okay, freedom all the way, and tying up loose ends, taking care of things that was um, either some type of problem. I feel like this is also setting you up for your future, for things that are coming into play for you as well. Mm, wow, I'm getting Archangel Megatron around you too, because it's bringing into the physical realm for you. Okay, you do have the Four of Pentacles here. This Four of Pentacles is sitting on bigger. This is like a bigger amount of money that's coming in for you as well. So I do feel like don't be crazy with the spending. Okay, with this Four of Pentacles, this is saying don't go and buy the mansion that you always, or the cars and all of this, things that don't make sense. This is being conservative when it comes in. I also feel you do have the Judgment card here. The Judgment card been showing up a lot today for a lot of folks,
It has.
and this is a gift from Spirit, but this is also you're coming out of your comfort zone, coming out of your box, whatever it was that had you just stuck. This moment of Spirit showing you that, listen, all you have to do is reach out and I got you the rest of the way. But you got to reach for, you got to be open to receiving the blessings from Spirit. You also have the Two of Cups here. There is a partnership, I also feel that is coming through, but there's balance. Okay, balance from Spirit. So Spirit may be putting someone in your life that is going to help you with your finances, help you with what it is that of the investing, or whatever it may be. Ooh, yeah, I feel like that this could be a new boo coming through if you're not married already or in a relationship, because I do see the King of Cups, someone coming through, which is a masculine person, but you have the Ace of Pentacles, so this is definitely a new beginning, from Spirit, a financial beginning, just new altogether, and surrounding yourself with people that support you all the way, not just hanging around with you just because you have money. You know what I mean? Like, how some people just be like, hey, are you going to go have brunch? Can I ride with you? Oh yeah. And then when they get the check, here you go. You take care of it. And it's so this is opening your circle up to new folks, new supportive people, new healthier people for you at that. And really supportive. So that's what I'm getting. I hope all of this makes sense, because it felt like it was all over the place for me, but I hope it makes sense to you, Autumn.
Autumn, the first thing that came to me was Texas. What's the tie to Texas? Do you have it? Do you have a tie to Texas? Because I'm getting a very strong Texas tie. Also, Shawna, what cards are you using today?
Oh, I got a new deck. Well, my mama was here.
Nice. I didn't think I'd recognize them before.
No.
How do you like them?
I'm getting used to them. That's why I wanted to bring them with the live. When I
Yeah.
first got them, I felt the energy. I'm standing there and I'm like, you know how you got all the cards right there, and I was like, I just wanted a newer tarot deck and something that was visionary, and I love the art. Of course, this is all I saw. And so I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay. So I held it in my hand for the longest. And then I saw another deck and I was like, should I get this deck too? But that deck told me to wait. And this deck said, get me now. So the Clarity deck is an awesome deck. It reminds me of is it the Gilded Tarot with those images?
Yeah, that was like this.
Yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that I'm not a super fan of is look how they're not like the light seers. See the
I see.
difference?
Yeah.
So it's a little.
Yeah. So
But other than that, I like them.
maybe get worn a little too fast. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we shall see.
Yep. Yep. Is it so? It's a new. It's a new deck. I
It's
mean,
a
it's
brand new deck.
new to you, but I mean, is it a new deck too? Because I don't think I've ever seen that deck before.
I don't know. I've never seen this deck either. The author is two authors. Deborah Zachau and Kate or Cat or Kait Matthews.
Okay.
Yeah. But I just like the vision of it. It's a great also if you don't trust your abilities, y'all, this is a great because they have like the clarifying at the bottom, like a great beginners with love and money, and then also with the yes and no's. But some of the yeses and no's that's on here, I don't agree with. You know. But it has a great God book. It's super thick. I mean, look how thick it is.
Yeah, because a lot of cards these days don't come with the books anymore.
No. And this one is really, really thick. So.
And let me see the box again. Interesting.
Is it coming up on?
No,
you?
I found a different one, but it has this like it's a black box with the word clarity and tarot and a white circle, and it has something else underneath. It doesn't look like that one at all.
Clarity.
Okay, I've seen that one.
Oh,
Okay, I see this one now. There's like two different clarity decks. Yeah, two different clarity decks. That's interesting.
Oh, yeah, with the white.
Yeah.
But no, first thing that came up is this one that I saw. But I hope you got it.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Super. Yeah, because I was going to put a note. So, I mean, a thing up. So if anybody wanted to, they could find it.
Yeah. But I love my light seers deck. That's my clarifying deck.
And now, and that's the one. That's the one where the woman has the baby, is carrying the baby, and was that the Empress? Is that the Empress,
That's
or what is
the
that?
Empress. Yes, I love the Empress. It's the world. She has the world as as her stomach, and the fishes and everything. I love it.
Yeah. I like that deck too. Between that one and I also like your other one, which is that Modern Witch Tarot deck.
Yes, bam. Listen, y'all scan these codes if y'all want to, and even if you can't scan the code, the link is in the chat. And these decks are amazing. These even like look how the Lover's card look.
I love
the
that card.
Sagittarius energy in it, and I used to have my favorite, but I would say my go-to. Each one has their different energies, you know.
They do.
When I want to be more direct, I feel like I can be more direct with this clarity deck.
Nice. Yeah,
I'll
I'll create a QR code so people can find where to go do more research on that, because I like that. I like that deck. It's nice.
Yeah. Here
you
goes the
used to use this one too, remember? Oh yeah, that's that one.
I love that one too, but I didn't want to wear it out.
Yep.
I didn't want to wear that Pope. And I mean the illustrations, the artwork is amazing on that Pope Tarot deck. It takes you back.
It does.
It literally takes you back. It's retro. And that's what I love.
Yep. And for me today, what I'm using is the Gilded Tarot deck, which is what we talked about earlier. And I just love these images. They're just so beautiful and strong.
That's
they hold to some of the traditional imagery, but they put a twist on it, which I kind of like very much. So there you go.
Yeah.
With that said, let's see who is next.
What did you have for Autumn? You asked her about Texas or something.
Oh, Texas. I asked her about Texas. Was there a response about that? Is she still here?
Said Dallas has been my favorite city. So Dallas is her favorite city. She says that she always wanted to move to Texas.
Okay, because I feel a draw to you to Texas. I feel like there's some, and again, maybe it could be that, but there's something in Texas for you. There's something in Texas for you,
Yes.
and I'm just getting that very Lone Star energy, that very feeling. So don't be surprised if you find yourself going on a trip to Dallas or to Texas. I'm not saying Dallas specific because I get Texas not specific a place, but don't be surprised if you find yourself being drawn to have a trip or somebody's planning a trip, and you go with them to Texas. Take that opportunity because there is
Hmm.
something in Texas for you. There is something that is waiting in Texas for you,
I
and
think so. I think it's either a new love or it's going to be a new job.
interesting.
Hmm.
Yes, and if
Or
it's a
it can
new,
be both. You
yeah,
know.
I don't know how you feel about motorcycle riders, but as soon as you said love, I saw somebody on a motorcycle. So the person who, if it's a person in Texas waiting for you, they ride motorcycles, and I can see
Mm.
them. They like to go out and they like to spend time in nature. They like to be out driving the motorcycle because of they don't go to drive the motorcycle. They go to drive on a motorcycle so they can be close to nature. And so again, that's, I don't know how you feel about motorcycles, but this person, that energy that Shawna picked up on, as soon as she said that, I felt this. I got this, just the image of this guy on a motorcycle, and he's loving it, and I can see
That's
you
that
in the
king.
back.
That's that King of Cups that I was. And then it had right beside it the Ace of Pentacles.
Hmm.
Yeah, and then the Three of Cups. So that's new circle, new everything. But that King of Cups kept popping out because well, it's standing out because this person is calm, cool, and collected, but loves nature.
Yes.
Oh, okay, awesome. Well, last year.
Yeah. So it's a relatively new deck comparatively.
Yeah. Mm.
Tina Shelton has a motorcycle license. That's cool.
You go, girl.
Yeah. You know, my mom could not trust my father driving on a motorcycle. So what she did is, because they all would go off on the bikes, and so she's like, I'll get my license and I'll drive. And so she did. She wind up, he and she had his and her bikes. And my
Uh-huh.
youngest sister would jump on the back of my mom's motorcycle, and I'd jump on the back of my dad's motorcycle, and away we would go. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
My grandfather had two motorcycles. He redid the engine in both of them
Hmm.
and had a wreck in both of them. So
Hmm.
my grandma was like, "That's it. No motorcycles for the family." Then some years back, my uncle bought a motorcycle, and boy, she gave him. So it wasn't a cuss out; it was a bless out, and
Yeah.
that's the worst of a cuss out, right? So, uh,
Especially
when
from a
you get
Southern
blessed
woman.
out,
That's like, yeah. Yeah.
what? That's you scared for your life. But it didn't stop him because, but he rides. He has a partner that he usually rides with. He don't.
Mhm.
If he does ride by himself, is going to meet someone.
Yeah.
But he has lights everywhere. He wears his shoes, light up shoes. So if anything was to happen and he was riding at night and nobody could see him, you know, they can see him. They be able to see him.
Absolutely. People are crazy, and people are
They
crazy
are.
when it comes to motorcycles. They totally disrespect them.
They
And there
disrespect.
are some motorcycle riders who themselves disrespect themselves enough to break rules and put themselves at harm. But there are a lot of people who don't even wait for that to happen, that they're just
Mm-mm.
disrespectful of motorcycles. And the reality
Yeah.
is that they're on the road, leave them alone. Let them have their
Yes.
space. You know, they don't
Yes.
have a bunch of metal all around them. So where if they take a
Hmm.
bump, they're still protected, you know, and it's
Hmm.
crazy.
I
Jeez
had a
Louise.
client and her son, that was his only transportation. And this was in Kingman. And he would go to work is that Little Debbie's off of 40, like going towards Havasu, leaving
Oh, where
Kingman.
the gas stations are lined up?
Yeah, but further down.
Hmm.
Further down. And he was coming back home and someone hit him. This is like he got off of work like in the morning, like 1 o'clock in the morning or so. And you know, at night the temperature drops. Well, he got hit and he ended up in the ditch in the middle in the middle ditch.
Uh-huh.
No one didn't see him. No one. So he was out there for hours,
Oh, geez.
and it was terrible. And until someone riding by saw some, the hazard lights,
Right.
and finally stopped and found him. He almost died because the temperature would have dropped even more. Was
Yeah.
dropping even more, and he almost died. But it messed up his brain. He had to start all over with life. I mean, learning how to speak, walk, all of that stuff.
Oh, jeez.
And do you think them people that hit him cared? Nope. They just kept going.
They didn't even stop.
They didn't even stop.
No.
And the
Sad.
paramedics came and got him, and they was trying to figure out how he was still alive.
Thank goodness he
And-
is, though.
Right. And the crazy thing about it is he did not have a helmet.
Oh, geez. That's another one I don't understand because I've heard
I don't get it.
many.
I don't get. It's nothing cute about being on two wheels, and with something that can go up to 100 and something miles per hour. That's nothing cute without protecting yourself.
Mm-hmm. And I have friends who when I was on the board of the Maricopa County Health Board, and we would go through the hospitals and the ER people. The one thing the ER docs would talk about was things that could be avoided, and that was one of them: the brain trauma, because you don't want to wear a helmet, And I totally get why people don't want to wear a helmet, but if you are tagged in a motorcycle accident and you don't have a helmet, you cannot be surprised if you have brain trauma because you knew what the choices were. Now you can make that choice, but damn, the family who has to take care of you when you are no longer capable of taking care of yourself because you chose not to wear a helmet, your choice of not wearing a helmet has impacted so many lives, and so including your own. We're 10 foot tall and bulletproof until shit happens.
Right.
Until
shit gets real.
Exactly.
And boy, if you could say, "Hey, I'm gonna buy me a motorcycle, bump the helmet and the pads. I don't need none of that." Well, you is stupid. You might as well just go and run in traffic into a truck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's how crazy. And then these people do care. They ride these bike on the back. You got to give the bike some, a moment. You don't want to be smelling your car right up on it, but they don't care. They don't care. Man, and down here, it's crazy. It's crazy. They can't even drive out here, let alone they put a motorcycle. Yesterday, this car was in front of us. It needed to get in the turning lane. Why we in the third lane? It goes stops traffic just to get over, and then everybody's looking at her. It's a little old lady like this. And I'm like,
she's probably sitting on a what do you call it? A
on
phone
an
book.
extra cushion, so she could even see. Like, first of all, the car's too big for you.
It's like this.
Yes, right. Yeah, that's how. Like, you can just see a little bit over the steering wheel. That's it.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Well, next is Haley. Haley O'Brien. This one is for you. Not this one's for you. This is your reading. Are you still here, Haley O'Brien?
Oh,
Haley O'Brien.
Haley, are you
still
here? I didn't even see that name.
I know. I don't think I've ever seen it before. And maybe Haley
O'Brien, are you still here? My husband had a helmet and died of brain injuries. Wow. Dang, that's how. See what I'm saying? Even now, the new helmets, they are so much better than what they were before. What? Got hit in the arm in Italy, and they kept going. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, it's true, Linda. When your time is up, when your planned exit is exit, when your contract is done, there's nothing that's going to keep you from leaving once your contract is fulfilled. And what I'm talking about, people, is your life contract. By the way, when I say contract, it's a life contract. We all have life contracts, in my opinion, what I believe. So don't be sending me messages and nasty crap, because I don't want to hear it. I didn't tell you what you believe, but I ain't. And yes, I'm messing with the camera because it was crooked. So, but anyway, my belief is we come in with a life contract. We determine what we need to learn to make ourselves a higher, better being, and we come in over and over again with a different contract, learning different things each time we do it. And so I believe that when your life contract is fulfilled, you are done here. You're going home. I also believe that in the life contract, you have built-in exits, and those exits are you can choose any of those exits if, again, it gets to the point where things aren't going the way you intended. Now, do you consciously know this? Absolutely not. These are subconscious things. These are things that you built into it when you come in here, and then you have to experience them and deal with them. So that is what I mean when I say contract. And so when you get to an exit, and sometimes those exits are by choice. Sometimes people take the exit, if you know what I mean. Other times, certain things step in the way, and it creates that opportunity. And if they're in the hospital, they make the choice. I was reading for a couple whose son had an exit at 8. One of his exits built in was 8 at 8 years old, and he initially took it, and then he changed his mind and came back. And when I told him about the exit at 8, they confirmed he had died, and then he was brought back to life. And that was one of his exits. His ultimate exit was 13, and that was his intended lifespan. There was no changing that, and that's when he finally finished his contract. So when I say life contract, that's what I mean, and I mean it very strongly. We come in here with a contract. We have certain things we are hoping to learn to make ourselves a better, higher being, and then what happens is, and not to go off, but she didn't respond, so we have a moment.
No, she
did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. So still Haley, wait 1 second. Okay, let me finish this. And that is exactly. So the way I see it is we are a physical being, and then we have a soul being beside us. Not a soul being, a spirit, like a spirit energy. And we're tethered to it, but we are a cassette. We take information. We are a cassette player right now, right? We're the cassette player, and we're recording information. That information goes onto the cassette tape. And for those of you who don't, let me go to CD. Let me talk about something early, later, because I'm like, okay, what's cassette?
Tapes,
I don't want to
y'all.
Exactly. Exactly. We are a memory card. I'm a memory card. How's that? And my memory card has this data. This data sits here on the memory card. Okay. And so, and when we pass, this data that's on the memory card, which is again the spirit us, goes back to our soul. And our soul, I really believe our soul is not necessarily here. I believe we have a collective soul. We have our soul entity. We have our soul impressions here, but we are not. The soul is not necessarily here. The soul is already elsewhere. It is on the other side. It is over there, wherever you want there to be. And so, when we physically expire, when we physically transition from this, then all that we've learned goes back to the collective soul, and then the collective soul is that higher being in which we again are trying to attain this better, higher, more enlightened and all those things self. And so with us being over there, everything we do is built on that contract. And so either we finish the contract or we take an early exit, which is built into the contract, and we exit out. And those are the ways in which we do that. And so when you talk about the end of life, when you talk about those things, when it is your turn, when it truly is, when it's your time to go at the end, you're going no matter what. And that's because that's part of the contract. But you can choose again sooner to leave this world, and that can be by something happening that gives you the opportunity or whatever else. But again, there are exits built in usually into your contract that let you make that choice. Most people don't take that choice. Most people live it to the end. And because you live a short life does not mean that you had that you left early. Because again, your end of your contract could have been a short life, like it was for that 13-year-old who made it clear to me to let his parents know that was that's his intended contract. That was his intended life, was to be that 13-year-old. And that's why he had people that came with him through that whole experience. So anyway, just an idea, just something to think about.
Yes.
So
Someone had
him,
asked, did you answer that question? Someone asked, how many contracts do you have?
how many contract? You have one contract per life. But you come back as many times as you need to again raise your raise your soul, raise your being, your entity, or whatever, to be that highest and best. And so every time you come back in, you're doing 2 or 3 different things, and that's why we have challenges in our lives, because again we have to we built that adversity into us, and we have to then figure out how we deal with it. And sometimes it's how we deal with it. Sometimes we fail at it, and then we have to come back again and try to figure out another way to deal with that, again, because we may not have the experience, or we may have we screwed it up. Sometimes we just screw it up. We don't do it right. Other times we do it perfectly, and therefore, again, that goes back to the collective as a lesson learned. And I believe we come back and back over and over again. That's why I really believe when somebody says you have an old soul, it's not just a phrase. People can feel that you've been here many times, because again, your soul is so contented, and it doesn't get flustered by a lot of things usually, or it doesn't, different people who are old souls, they don't get flustered, because you know what? Their collective experience tells them this is but a blip. This is but a blip on the screen, Okay, so I had an accident. What the hell? Okay, it's a blip on the screen. Did I live? Am I still alive? Is there a long-term consequence from this? Hell no, move on. Again, old souls are usually those souls. People can feel it. We don't even know it. It's funny how we use things and we feel things and we don't even connect it, because we're afraid to put it to something that really may be questioning a lot of our fundamental underpinnings, And remember this, folks, for those people who are in Christian, Jewish, and whatever, the original faith up until 140 AD, the original faiths actually espoused reincarnation. They espoused it and trained it until the priests and the ministers and everybody else, until they realized, oh, wait a minute, we don't have that. We can't beat them over the head with you got whatever, and therefore, because if they keep something, I'll get it right next time. I'll get it right next time I come back. And they're like, oh no, we have to have this control and power over you, with how you have to do it now, or you're going to be damned to hell. And so that in 140 AD. They converted that to give themselves more power. But at one time, religion actually felt in line with what I am saying. And I truly believe that is what I know. That's what I know. And because when I connect to people on the other side, Shawna's connected to people on the other side. When we connect to people on the other side, they give us so much knowledge about what's happening over there, and they help us to understand. And it's funny. I often feel like a child. I feel like a very, very uneducated, very unlived child when I hear information there, because I'm like, oh, I feel so deceived. I feel like I really, like I knew nothing. Like I feel like I know absolutely nothing when I'm with them, because when I visit on the other side and I talk with folks over there, man, they just have so much. So things are different, so different than we think. I'll put it that way.
Heck yeah.
So,
Shoot. It was a time, and it still is, people tell you, oh, it's just us in this world. You're a lie. You think this is it? No. Where we were so brainwashed to believe that there's one place and another place, and that's the only places that we can go. That's it. When you leave this world, you got 2 places that you could go, and that's it. Bull crap. Bull crap. When you have so many choices, you have more control than you think, and not to just go on a rant about this, because we can spend all day about this and talk about this, and people gonna believe whatever you believe. That's what it is. But you have to come in and unlearn what you learn, or what has been taught, or what has been embedded in you. You know what I mean? And a lot of times you have to have that courage to say, wait a minute, hold on, I can question this. And then when it was a time where you couldn't question anything, this was it. And if you did question, they will burn you at the stake. They will call you whatever, you know, because that's the sense of control and brainwash of sticking to it.
It's power.
Now,
It's
yeah,
power. It all comes back
now
to power.
when you take that power back, now guess what? I'm gonna question you on what you are speaking, since you're questioning of how I choose to live my life. My life does not uh, evolve with other people's opinion of what I should be doing with my life, you know, or what you should do with your life. Thank you. I got it. Good to hear. I'll put that down in the box, in the suggestion box, and call it a day. It's only a suggestion. You know, now we are coming out of those times where we couldn't question things or do things. We're coming out of that. Now, you know, I don't want to call it the woke thing because that has too many stipulations with that word woke. It's now coming with having the courage, having the strength to step into your own power.
Yep.
And when you choose to step into your own power, can't nobody tell you nothing different, or is anybody tell you you can't do this and you cannot do that.
Yep.
You know, and it's no longer a box anymore.
Exactly.
You know, you outside of that box,
Yep.
and people that are still in that box only know what's that's it. That's that comfort zone. They don't want to do this. But when the world comes out of the box, I mean, you see people's authenticity. You see the trueness of your own magic and what you are capable of. Why is it that certain people are only allowed to have powers? Bump that. We are born with that. It's in our DNA. Everybody has abilities. Everybody has gifts. It's up to you to tap into.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid. Have courage. Have the courage to step out and own your beliefs and stand on your beliefs, regardless of what that may be.
Exactly.
You know, I'm pretty sure everybody, but I know for a fact me and Don grew up in that same box world, right? Because that's all they knew.
Yep.
They was only teaching what they knew. And then when you get older, you start to think like, wait a minute, something's not. This can't be it. This cannot be it. It doesn't make sense.
Yep.
Then you get to talk to different people. You're not just staying in that box anymore. You having the courage to speak. You having the courage to travel. You having the courage to experiencing new things. And that's what that is here for. Take advantage of it, you know. And then you develop your heaven on earth. You know, it's not the hell on earth anymore. You are developing what you perceive as heaven, and not just what we were taught what heaven and hell is, because
Exactly.
that's the power of control. Okay. Anywho, Haley.
But before we go to
Yes.
Haley, answering Nat Ali's question, when we come back, are we born in the same circle family? Family is
Oh
not the
yeah.
concept. Family is a concept in which we constructed here. So you will have energies around you that you have had from life to life to life, and those energies do exist, but not necessarily the same family. The family that you have now is not necessarily the family you will have. You may never experience them again. Second question was turquoise love, and they said, I understand it's hard to accept that we sign for certain situation experiences, right? Even if I believe in the contract many times as a human, I'm asking, how the heck would I choose this life? Because we see life in a prism of X number of years. When you are a spirit, when you have lived again, time is different. Time is relative. For us, a minute in an hour is a short period of time. It's 1/60th of an hour. For somebody for an energy that has been here over and over again, a lifetime of our time could be not but a minute or two of that time. So because we experience time in a different way, because our finite amount of time is X to Y. We see time from a different point of view, and so these experiences we go through, it's like if you were if you, it's and let me give you this thought. If you see a mosquito come and it lands on your arm, and you sit there and you watch it for about a minute, and then you swat it, okay? The time for that mosquito who lives only, what is it? Mosquitoes live just for days, right? They don't live an entire long 100 years or whatever.
Right.
So that for that amount of time in that mosquito's life, that was an eternity. Because again, based on their algorithm of time, based on their dimension of time, there was a concept of time. And that's what I'm trying to tell you, is that when you contract to come back and learn something, a lifetime in our time is not a lifetime in spirit time. In spirit time, it could be mere minutes. It could be mere, it could be, and again, it's, I don't want to even quantify time over there, because again, time doesn't have a constraint that it does here, because over there, you don't have a physical form. You don't have a decaying body that falls apart as we get older. We are imperfect. We are born imperfect to an imperfect vessel. And we wear the vessel out. The energy doesn't wear out. The energy, and even when we can no longer talk, the energy is still there. Even when we can no longer think, the energy is still there. And when we pass, that energy goes back. Again, that energy is it's time constraint. We can't even put it in. I can't even think about how to describe the amount of time in which a soul can be and live and grow. But at one point, I do believe that once you've reached that higher, more perfected self, the best, highest, best use you can be, then at that point, you don't come back anymore. There's no reason to come back. You may come back in a service mode. So you may come back as a gatekeeper. You may come back, and again, not back in physical form. You may come back as a useful person, a useful entity or energy to people who exist here, or for whatever reason. But if you think that this is it, if you think that this is the only plane in which brain energy exists, then I think then we have another conversation, because we are but a speck. And I believe that, again, we believe that if there's no physical form, then there's not an intelligent being. Intelligence has jack to do with the body. A body is just a vessel. And so I strongly believe there are entities and there are energies out there that are far more advanced than we are, and they've moved beyond the body form. And therefore, when you talk about it, we're doing other things too. The people on Earth are not the only people to be treated to the benefit of the energies that sit collectively.
Yes.
So,
I think that was perfect of explaining what contracts is, and also family. You choose them. You pick. Through the womb. This is all picked and show. You choose your people. And you do this before, but you in spirit form doing this.
Yep.
And a lot of times, people has this conception of, family is everything. Yeah, but you also have ties to a soul family, and that can be your family as well. If you feel like you are the black sheep of the family, well, of course, because you have ties to another family. But you only here to do and serve your purpose and a mission. You have a mission. You have a purpose to, to do something. And when you sign that contract, say, all right, cool. And then the contract gets cut or has that, a deadline, whatever, you move on to, but your mission is not done. It's just you doing it in another form.
Exactly. Yep. It's reassess and continue on. Reassess and move forward. Reassess and move forward. Reassess and move forward. That is that, if anything, should be the phrase. Reassess and move forward, because and that's life itself. But that's how the contract is. Of reassess. What did you learn? Do you need to go back and learn something else about that?
Right. Like you didn't get it the first time. All right, we're gonna make sure you get it, and you can come back as the person that you either picked about, couldn't stand. You come back as that, or come back in, and because there's a point that has to be made. That spirit, that soul, has to be that mission has to be taken care of, and before you can move on to something else. You think this is the only reality? No. This is not. If people want to say we are in the matrix, yes, because we are constantly doing the stuff in the physical. But when you step out of the matrix, step out of the brainwash and the mind control and all of this stuff, baby, you in a whole different, and then you get to see the energies. You get to speak, other entities come to you and say, you're here, I need your help, So your mission becomes even bigger. We can choose, we could have chose to be doing something else, right? You and me, Don. We didn't even have to, we don't have to do this, but what we doing is having the courage, having the strength, and saying, bump what people may think or what people may feel, but we are out here sharing our gift, sharing information, sharing knowledge, and spreading love, and being 100% authentic. A lot of times, boy, you don't like what we gotta say, but this is what you need to hear.
Absolutely.
So that's why I say don't be asking no love questions, because it gets messed up. But at the same time, we love what we do. Hence why we don't charge for anything unless you want something private. That's a different story. Now that's something that we, is taking time out to do something for you. But right now, right here, we do this because this is what we love doing. And we love y'all. So there's clarity, there's motivation, there's inspiration. That's what we spread.
And if we can touch one life, in any day or week or month, in a positive way, then how blessed are we? That's how I see it. It's like that's my thing, is if I can help enlighten or light a path, or to help somebody return to their path, or in any way help somebody to improve their situation with knowledge or with acceptance or with whatever, then you know what? Then that's worth a lifetime of gold, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
Because again, one life, how valuable is one life? Think about it. You touch one life in a positive way. How valuable is that? That is more than anything else you can imagine. So that is our reward. That is our reward. Is
I
by
was about to say
knowing that
that's the best gift that we can receive.
Yeah. Yep.
Because I know what our words, how impactful they are. And my mission is to be impactful instead of impacting. And if I can be impactful and have someone to see life differently than what they seeing, and move differently and step in their own power and harness and embrace their God or goddess power, my mission is complete.
Exactly.
My mission complete. I don't care if it's just one person.
Yep.
Out of a room of thousands.
Yep.
And someone takes in and says, bam, I take steps of saying my affirmations, eating healthier, surrounding myself with healthier people, taking time out to step out of my own box. Honey child, we done did our job.
Yeah. And it's there's, again, going back to that same concept, is that like when I've been doing a lot of talks on affirmations, because I'm prepping people for the book that's coming out soon, hopefully. Not hopefully, it's coming out soon.
No, hopefully it's happening, coming out right.
That's right. Use my own
the
words.
Power of words.
Exactly. That's why I caught that. Absolutely. And so in doing that, it's amazing. I love it, because when you're talking to somebody and you see that light come on, the light comes on, and all of a sudden they give you that look, and you're like, you got it.
Yeah.
You got it. And now you have a key. You've been given a key to the executive lounge. And so now you can go into the executive lounge, because you're seeing things from a whole different level. And that's the thing. It's wonderful to see people get enlightened to the point where now they realize, holy crap. I mean, it's interesting to when you get, it's like babies when they open their eyes. You can imagine what they see. At first, it's all blurry, and then over the first week, the focus comes in, and they start seeing actual images and not just like blobs. They start seeing things, and it's like, oh wow, I can see clearly now. The rain is gone, like the song.
Yes, I was about to sing that.
Exactly. So it's wonderful when you see that light come on, and that person has now has now option. They have options, more options than they ever anticipated, because now they can see beyond just what is in front of them, just the obvious. Now they can see the possibilities. And when you are
Yes.
open, when your mind is open to possibilities, when your
Mm.
mind is open to something beyond only what you know and see, then damn, you are
Yes.
fortunate. You are very fortunate.
Yes. When you can see that the impossible is possible, honey, and then it becomes a thing like, hold on, let me, I can make, but see, this is you just coming out of your own shell, you
Exactly.
know, and
Yep.
it's wonderful. It's so wonderful to see others come out of their shell. Oh, we got a
Mhm.
paragraph.
I would like to know that there's a guy in the hospital asked, "How's your loved one?" I didn't know who he was talking to. No one answered him well. He said it again, and I looked at him, and he answered. He said he's a patient there. He was in what? He was in
Regular
regular
clothes.
clothes. He
Mm-hmm.
told me his name. My cousin's husband asked if anyone knows him. No one did. He told me he was there 4 years. There's no clue for him. He was real, or was he a spirit? Well, I
I
couldn't
got a
tell you.
spirit. You say what?
I said I couldn't tell you what I would have to. Yeah, I don't know. But
Yeah,
what'd you get, Shauna?
I got that was a spirit hanging around.
It could have been.
And they're making the veil is very thin now. Okay. People that usually don't see stuff is starting to see stuff.
Yeah.
and
Yep.
they're coming out boldly, you
Yep.
know. Um
Because
so
we are
I
more attuned. We are more enlightened.
yes.
That
Yes,
we've broken the yoke
we did.
of that tyranny that told us you must believe only this, and if you didn't,
Mhm.
everybody ostracized you. It's
Yeah.
amazing, that still happens in small towns, unfortunately, where everybody
Yeah.
has to be in the same church or the same whatever, and because that's
Yeah.
community. But it's
And
amazing
only certain ones can see, from
Mhm.
everybody can see,
Exactly. Yep.
but it's how you are connected.
Hmm.
And well, I feel like when that you have your gifts, and I just feel like he was bold enough to come to you, love,
Hmm.
and to be seen. Some
Absolutely.
some wants to be seen, and some like, I'm a little shy. I don't know where to go with this. But I felt like that was a spirit, and you saw them in this full, like you, Don. You can see spirits in their full when they want to be seen
When they want
all
to
the
be
way.
seen, they will show me. Yep.
Yeah, I see silhouettes a lot of times, or I will see the the white aura around them. That's how I
Hmm.
know it's a spirit. Or I will see flashes of energy bursts all
Yeah.
over. But when they want to be seen, they'll show all the way up
Yep.
in their truest form.
Yep. Absolutely.
You
Yep.
know,
So, Haley, we have left you on hook for a long time. Sorry.
child, are you still here? Because we've
Are
been
you still here?
talking.
Exactly. If you're still here, let us know. And Leanne,
Yes.
I'm not on every day. I'm on Wednesday evenings usually, and Thursday mornings. This week I filled in for Bonnie, who is in transition and move, not transition as in. Anyway,
Not a
so
transition, child.
exactly. I was with Julie yesterday morning, but no, I'm only on Wednesday evenings and Thursday mornings.
Hmm.
And then Sean is on Thursday mornings
Mondays.
and Monday mornings.
Hmm.
She has a show called Tea Time. So again, folks, if you're not following Shauna, make sure you do. And if you're not
Yes.
following me, make sure you do. Because again, when we go live, we're not always on together, but this gives you more opportunity.
Yeah.
So let's see. Back to
Haley. Yep. She
Haley.
didn't leave. She
Right
here.
here.
Praise the Lord.
She's like, damn, it's about time. Lord have mercy.
Right? Like, dang.
There's
And I
probably
had
an
to
Irish
borrow
saying
something.
for that. Haley, what would the Irish saying would be about? Like, it's about damn time. That's our English saying. But what would the Irish saying be about that? I know they must have one.
Oh, yeah. And real quick, Tina, I got your little shade talking about you still laughing at these little two pigtails I got. I caught you, Tina. You thought I was not gonna say nothing, but I saw you. I seen you, honey. I seen what you wrote.
Exactly. So,
OMG.
so let's see. What do you have for Haley?
Um, First off, Haley. Okay, for what I got with this storyline. Okay, let's start off with the King of Cups. that is right beside this Three of Wands. Are we planning a future together with someone? Is that where the focus is going, or is that what you're wanting with this person? Or is this are you single? See, I said, when I say no love readings, right? They pop up anyway. It pops up anyway. But I see that you and someone is moving forward. I mean, like moving together, like the Six of Swords. It's like y'all are not alone. You're going into an unknown charted area. I don't know if you're physically moving with someone, but this is about future talk, Haley, about the next steps. I feel if this is that, if that's what's happening. You do have the Five of Swords, and if I can keep it in my hand, maybe because you don't need to see it. Five of Swords is definitely here. I feel like there is a little bit of conflict here with this Five of Swords. I'm in limbo with the father of my children, unsure what our future. Yeah, this is that's what I'm getting. I feel like y'all gonna have some conversation to about the future of what to do or where to go. But I kind of do see y'all together. Like I said, I show and prove. And this is unknown for y'all because this is something new that y'all taking. I feel like y'all love each other. Y'all want to be, but y'all don't know how to deal with each other. But I do see y'all moving forward and moving on. I do see that y'all will do what's best for each other, and not listening to other people. That's the key. I think that's the main thing I'm getting here. Oh, did you see that? You got a spirit. I saw one hanging around, but it wasn't trying to give me, but there's someone there on your end, Don. You're like, yeah, I know. Mm-hmm. You got the Seven of Pentacles here. The Seven of Pentacles is feeling like that stuck feel or feeling stagnant. But don't give up. Don't give up. It's the seven. You're almost there. You're almost there. Continue to allow things to grow. Continue to work through things that are coming up new for you. Then you have the Page of Swords here. Okay. And that can mean, some immaturity, a little bit, I feel, when it comes to the next moves or what to do. I do feel like there is some immaturity type of habits or talks or things, but in the long run, there's happiness. There's the family. Everybody's together. I'm feeling that I can only move forward alone. And if that's what you feel, that's what you feel. But I do feel like either you're both moving forward together of saying, I'm going to do what's best for me and he's going to do what's best for him. You get what I mean? But there is a togetherness of wanting to move forward. And this is about future talk. But regardless, there's not going to be headache when it comes to the family dynamic. Okay, because there is growth that needs to happen, and I feel it more on his side because there is some immaturity tendencies that's there, definitely. But if something's toxic to you, then you got to do what's best for you. You got to do and take care, and having that protection around you as well. And this is the part where it kind of pulls at you. Yeah. It kind of pulls at you because of the heartache, of the frustration. With this Three of Swords, I just feel like there is, like, listen, if this ain't gonna happen, if we not gonna happen, then we need to move on. We need to move forward. And that is that future talk. That is that talk that you need to have. I feel like coming into 2024, it's going to be some new energy all the way around, child. And I feel like it's going to be you stepping out, um, being the queen that you are, stepping out on that, and not allowing the frustration and the heartache to take over. Wow. Do you see, Don?
For me?
Yeah. No. I said, do you see? Oh, shit.
No, it just popped up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just got rid of another, and so it's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting abundant now.
Yeah. But yeah, Haley, I see the 2024, which is the year of the dragon. I will be talking about this. I will be doing a video on this, of what 2024 is all about. And it is feminine energy. It is, uh, you know, technology, all this other type of stuff. But definitely, like it or not, women are definitely stepping their game up and doing what's necessary. And I feel like when it comes to financials and taking care of the family, taking care of the home, they will be stepping up a little bit more for that. So that's what I have for Miss Haley.
Haley, I get a few different things, and I don't know why they're being thrown at me the way they are being thrown to me. First, I get 3 girls, and then I get 6 kids. Do you have 3 girls or do you have 6 kids? And I guess the number is not necessarily. It could be 5. I don't know, but it's like a bunch. It's like a freaking bunch of kids. So is that your energy that I'm feeling, or are you close to nieces and nephews, and therefore they kind of are like kids to you? Because I'm getting
Yes,
like 'cause I'm,
5.
I'm getting a conflict. You have 5. Okay, there you go. And 3 of those are girls and 2 boys. Is that how that works? Because again, I'm getting I get the 3 girls big time. And while you answer that, Ali, something like that. Do you know somebody who crossed over whose name is Ali or Ali? I don't think they've been gone for a year now. It may have been. Do you know somebody who crossed over that's Ailey or Ali or something like that? Ailey, it could be a Haley, but it's like more of a Ailey, an Ali, an Aliyah. My sister passed 6 months ago. Her name is Ali. Okay, there we go. Okay, oh wow. Okay, there you go. Well, she's here.
That's who
And
I saw. She's standing like right over
yes,
your shoulder. I was like
yes.
tripping, but then,
Yep.
oh
No,
my
and I kept
gosh.
trying to figure out what it is and how it was intending. And she was
Yeah.
sending me the image of these kids, and so it's like, yeah, okay, she's here. She has 5 kids as well. Okay, holy crap,
Boy,
Lord have mercy.
y'all pumping it out over there. You
It
hear
must be cold in Ireland
me? It must be.
because y'all spend a lot of time. Well, anyway, okay. Anyway, she's here. Um, um, yeah, she's here. Who's Scott? But Scott's on this side. Who's Scott? Is Scott a father? She's asking about Scott. Is he her father? Is she your father? I guess then you'd have the same father. Well, that's not fair to say. Do you have the same father? And is his name Scott? Because I'm getting Scott too. My dad, and his name is Scott, right? God bless. She passed. Yes. Okay. Good. Okay. Have you spoken to Scott? Are you in communication with Scott? Because she's mentioning Scott, and is he okay? Is he having some issues? Yeah. Okay. He's your dad. Okay. Good. Good. Are you having? Is he having some issues? Is he having the health issue? He's not that old though. I mean, it's interesting. Yes, always. Okay. So you're always communicating with him. Okay. Yeah. Reach out to him. There's something. He needs you today. He needs you. He needs to hear from you. He needs something. Give him an opportunity to have a conversation. Because again, she's drawing me to him. But again, so the 5 kids are hers and not yours. Wow, interesting. I mean, I think the 5 kids she was showing me, I was assuming they were your kids, and so I guess the 5 is hers. He's sad about Ali. He can't handle it. I can imagine. I can imagine. And she was only she's telling me she was not even out of her 30s. I mean, she was. Is that right?
She's young.
She's showing me a range of her in her mid kind of life. I mean, you're not an older woman. And you're not even in your midlife. You're not in the 40s or 50s. I'm getting the energy that she was in her 30s. She has 4 girls and 1 boy. Okay, because I was seeing the 3. Okay, it's interesting. Yeah. So no. 33. Oh, geez. Yeah, that's what I was getting.
She was
Yeah.
young.
So yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, know that she's here. Know that and she may have been coming in also because, first of all, she needed to have the conversation, but she knew that we were able to make that connection. That's why she came through. But I would reach out to your dad, have a conversation with him, and just make sure he's okay. Just to have a conversation. Don't preface it with anything. Just have a conversation and give him an opportunity to talk, because I think he needs to talk. I would also suggest to you that since she's here with us, that she will be there with you. And help you through what you're going through right now. She was somebody who you could trust. She gave good advice, even though she was younger. She gave good advice, and so she's telling me that to listen, to listen for her, listen out there. So I'll tell you, Haley, like I said earlier, I think in this reading or not this reading, I mean this day or yesterday, and that is get a candle. At LMT, I told this: get a candle, get a tall, thin candle. Light the candle for at least 7 days. Do 5 minutes each day, and make it dark, quiet, so where you're at peace, and focus on just the flame, and it'll help you quiet your mind. You need to quiet your mind and put your own thoughts aside, put your own problems, issues, energies aside, and you will hear her. She is visiting with you, but you can't hear her. You're too into your feelings, for lack of a better way of putting it. You're too busy, you're too into this frustration you're having and these energies that you're having, that you can't hear her. And she's there for you, and she really wants you to know she's there for you. So do yourself a favor, do the candle exercise. Again, by the 5th or 6th day, you don't be surprised if by looking into the flame, you start seeing her image, or you hear her voice, or you just know she's there. You can also maybe feel her. You might be able to smell a scent that she used to have that lets you know she was there. Those are many different ways in which they communicate. But again, do this through the candle, because she is reaching out to you. She's there around you. She's been there with you. You've been going through this for a while, by the way. These issues, you've been going through this for a while, and she's been there with you for this period of time. A lot of time people say they have to pass a year before they come back. That is not true at all. Not true at all. They can come back anytime they are ready. And again, the further they are in their life and their soul process, the faster they can come back, because they've been here before. It's old hat to them. It's not. This is nothing new. Okay, so do that for me. Make sure that you do the candle exercise. Make sure that you give yourself that opportunity, quiet your mind, and let her speak. And again, she may not speak as in hearing. She may drop information into your head. She may give you an image. She may every spirit speaks differently to who they're talking to. Be open to any communication you get in any form. That's the point. That's why you quiet your mind, because you don't know how it's going to come, but it will come. Okay. She's
real
there.
quick, I feel like when you was telling it, because I saw her in the back, she's like, yes.
Yeah.
And then she just, I saw her leave. So it's like, she's so happy that you came on today, 1. 2, that you got this message.
Yes, yes.
That's why I was just like, wait, somebody is here, but Yeah.
And is she a fan of football, which for you is soccer? Because it's funny, she's showing me something about soccer, and she's showing me like she knew about soccer. So was she a fan? Because for some reason she's bringing soccer to my mind right now, and she's showing me soccer, and she's showing me a player in soccer. And did she follow a team and then they just had a change of a player or a management or something? Because and that's so strange to get for somebody giving in for a
Right.
reading. All her kids
kids
played
play.
soccer. Okay, and so, yeah, is one very good though? Because again, but I'm getting a feeling like there's a replacement or a change in a team or something that she's drawing attention to, and she's not happy with it. She's not happy with the change.
She's being the soccer mom on the
Exactly.
other side.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's wild, but
It's like we didn't vote for this person. But
yeah,
I got straight football for her, but I know it's totally different of the
right.
yeah.
Yeah,
I just
interesting what they send us.
ain't that something?
Yeah, yeah. And again, they when they send us messages, usually they send it as confirmational information to show you that they they want to make sure that you totally understand that they are there, and that's why they send this information, and that's why she sent the name of Scott. It's interesting because, and I don't take this personally, and please don't. I know, yeah, I'll say it anyway, but don't relate.
At this point.
I know, like I say, don't relate it to your mom, but it's for some reason she called out your dad. She called out your dad, Scott, and hit by name, but she didn't necessarily mention your mom. And I don't think it's meant as a negative. But again, I think she gave me the name of Scott to ensure that you knew she was here. Okay.
Mhm.
Crazy Collinwood supporter. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. So did they just lose a player or did they just change in staff and coaching or something? Because again, that's the image I was getting. The feeling I was getting is there's a change of something for the team that that she doesn't like. She doesn't like,
You don't like it, huh?
even from the other side.
Right. She's still putting her foot down.
She is. She's like, I'm gone, but I
Damn
can
it.
still watch.
Absolutely. Investigate, Haley. Let us know. Okay.
Let us know, Haley.
Give
I'm
us
curious.
all the tea about this soccer team. All right.
Absolutely. And Kelly, I see your Haley. I see you're connected through Shawna. Please go to Sonoran Mystic Tarot or my own private one, which is Donald Lee Rumer-Rivera. But go to Sonoran Mystic Tarot on Facebook and follow me there, and then send me what you find out. I would be curious to know if there's been a change in staff or a change in the team that again she's not happy with.
I want to know.
Yeah, I do too.
I want to know.
They usually don't report about that kind of stuff. Usually it's a
No,
message,
it's usually, go talk to somebody or, get your life together. But they talking about a team. Oh, she pissed.
when my youngest sister goes, I'm sure that she'll come back about the Orioles and the Ravens, and she will tell me stuff. I guarantee it because she's a big fan. So
I
she's
know
one of the
she's
people who would.
I didn't know she was a Ravens fan.
Oh yeah, yep.
Oh my gosh. I
Ravens
know
was
she's
cool.
Orioles fan because they went to the game. They go to the games out there.
Oh yeah, she's a big O's fan. If you're in Baltimore, usually you are, and that's for sure. Baseball and the O's. There was even a song about it. Baseball and the O's. And even in the seventh inning stretch, when they say "Oh," I mean in the national anthem, when they're singing the national anthem, when they say "Oh," everybody says "Oh." "Oh, say, can you see?"
Yeah.
Oh, it's like it's big.
That's awesome.
It is. And John Denver on the seventh inning stretch.
Wow.
Thank God I'm a country boy.
Whew.
Every time. I'm telling you. I used to go to the O's games myself. I loved it. Kelly says she's from Maryland. Oh, yeah. Maryland for me was baseball and Inner Harbor and crabs.
And crabs. Not
Steamed
the crabs in your pants.
Steamed crabs. Yeah, I know. Steamed crabs. Baltimore steamed crabs with Old Bay seasoning. And and I tell you what, I think I told you this. I don't know if I told you, Shawna. I went to a restaurant, a very well-ranked restaurant, a very respected restaurant. And Lord knows for that price, it better be damn respected. Anyway, we went to it for my mother-in-law's birthday, and it was a steakhouse, a very well-known steakhouse. And talking about love readings, there's Miss Love Reading herself.
There she go. We've been hooking you up. You got more subscribers today, Bonnie.
Exactly. You probably your ears should have been ringing.
It should have been because we talked about you. Huh?
Yes.
You don't even know.
From reading one, when Shawna called out the first, I was like, "What the hell?" Anyway, so we went there, and I was not in the mood for steak, even though it was a steakhouse. But they also have a restaurant that's a seafood restaurant. They're very well known for. And so I ordered the Maryland style crab cakes, which it said Maryland style crab cakes. Child, please. They ain't nothing Maryland about it. And I was very, I took one, I cut into it and it ran out. And I'm like, you don't know, Maryland crab cakes don't run. And then I took a
No.
bite and there was no obey. And I'm like, oh no, I can't do this. And I had to send it back. I wasn't rude. I wasn't mean. I wasn't pissed. I just like, nah, this, I can't do it. And I told the guy, I said, this isn't Maryland crab cakes. You could have called this a crab cake and that would have been fine. But when you said Maryland and you put it in my head that I'm going to have a Maryland crab cake, you better give me that experience.
You lied.
Exactly. I waited a week and then finally it was eating me alive. I'm like, I can't even believe I can't let this go, but I could not let it go.
Yeah.
So a week later, I posted on Yelp about the crab cake experience. Well, that restaurant called me, believe it or not. And they talked to me and said, help me with this. Tell me what happened and so forth. And I told them, and I said, I would not have been upset if I had ordered crab cakes.
Right.
But when I ordered Maryland style crab cakes, when you put Maryland in that, then you create an experience for me. You create an anticipation of what I'm going to get. And when I get this blob of moisture on my plate, and when I bite into it, I'm looking over the moisture because I'm like, okay, I can overlook that. And I don't find any obey. I said, we have a problem. They thanked me very much. And they were going to talk to the chef and make sure that there's maybe not a production problem or that night was a problem. And at the same time, they sent me $100 gift certificate for having the conversation with them.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was. And then that tells you it's a good, a will restaurant that will be responsive. But man, I tell you what, to this day, I'm still a bit irritated. Don't give me a crab cake, Maryland style crab cake, if you ain't gonna put no obey in it. Because I tell you what, that obey is something else.
It is. It is. It definitely is. I was disappointed. My mom loves this place down here with their crab cakes. So we they have a market right beside the restaurant, inside the restaurant. Mm-hmm. And so I was just like, for Thanksgiving, listen, we're going to rack up on the seafood over here, right? My mom gets the crab cake. They didn't even give her the sauce. So I had to whip up a sauce. And I'm like, this looks dry as heck. What is going on? And I had got some extra ones. I had one the other day. I said, no, this is the reason why I don't order crab cakes. Mm-hmm. Because it was dry. It had no flavor. Yes. No seasoning, no nothing. All they did was put some bread and some some crabs together and then mashed it and said, here we go.
Yeah.
That was a lie. I was disappointed.
Yeah, I totally understand it.
But they made it up. They made up for the lobster. Now, I when we went back and me and Kenny sat and ate, and I was like, oh my gosh, I think this was like for the price. I got 2 lobster tails. And this was one of their specials and everything. It was nothing left on that plate except the shells. I said, y'all did better. But your crab cake, I won't ever order again. Now, exactly. I'd rather make my own. I like flavor, like really deep flavor. I don't need a bunch of bread in my crab cake neither. Hence, it's crab cake.
Yep. And I want that lump. I want the meat. I want the meat.
Absolutely.
Show me the beef.
Not the baby leg.
Absolutely. Not the baby leg. The beef.
Not the baby leg.
Well, again, depending on what experience you're ready for at the moment. There could be times where the baby leg works.
Right. Absolutely.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy.
Woo.
Well, I think we are a bit done there, Miss.
Yeah, we can stick a fork in it, Shaq, because we've been sticking forks in every damn thing today.
Exactly. If you walk away if you had spent time here today, everybody, and you didn't learn something, then Lynn, we have failed because we covered a lot of topics. We got into a lot of metaphysical stuff that we usually don't do because we usually just do readings. Mm-hmm. And I actually consider it a blessing because we're this close to holiday season to be able to have these conversations as well. Because when you sit down and you talk with your family and friends, remember, these are memories, these are experiences that you have this holiday season that brings you opportunities to have experiences. Don't sit alone. If you have invitations, take them out, get out and be with people, don't and learn, listen and learn, make sure that you're learning and also share because you know what?
That's the thing.
Sharing is the human thing. Sharing is the human thing.
Yes. I appreciate everyone that comes on and listen to us rant a little bit and y'all still hang out with us and y'all still hang with us and we love how y'all interact with us as well. It lets us know that what we talking about does a little bit make sense.
Mhm.
And if it doesn't, you ask us questions and you want to dive deeper. You know, we're not forcing information down your throat, child. You could do whatever you want to do with the information. But we are here. We are only a vessel.
Yep.
Okay. And sharing this information and sharing these divine messages, and sometimes get a couple visitors. Because every time, you know,
Yes.
they say, hold on, I got something to say. And for the people that came in today that we usually don't get a chance to call their names because we are on, you know, thank you for letting us read for you. Thank you for allowing us to
Absolutely.
connect with you today. And like Don said, you don't have to sit alone during this holiday season. You know, go volunteer somewhere. Go, you know, throw a party if you're in the neighborhood and get to know your neighbors. Do something. But be of service, because we all are, you know. And having that connection, because you never know who you end up talking to, who you may have something in common, or if you're looking for something that, and spirit put that person in front of you, this is the reason why, you
Yep.
know.
Yep.
And it can be a complete stranger, but this is
Absolutely.
also giving you courage to step out of your own box,
And out of your own way sometimes.
out of your own way. And
Absolutely.
we had that discussion this morning, honey.
Yes, we did. Yes, we
Oh,
did.
child. So on that note, y'all,
Yes.
finish y'all's projects
Yes.
before 2023, 2024. Okay. The one, you don't got to do all of them, but that one that you put all your time, your blood, sweat, and tears on, make it happen, Captain. Make it happen.
Absolutely. And if you had a birthday this week, last week, next
Yes.
week, during the holiday season, anytime, I'm going to play the birthday song. But Haley, are you still here? Haley,
Yes.
Haley, are you still here? I need to get a confirmation from you. Is there again? This is I was being told to wish Scott happy birthday. His birthday is at the end of the month. Is that the same Scott? Are you that? Is your father that same Scott? Again, because I'm getting Scott birthday around December, at the end of December. So if so, this is going to be his song too. But I wanted to get that clarification because they just told me this.
Oh, and I
Haley,
saw when saw when they came back in
the
to
29th.
just to say,
Look at
"Oh
that.
shit."
Yes. So let your dad know, or whatever Scott that is, let him know that she's wishing from the other side happy birthday. Oh my
Yes,
goodness, how
happy
wonderful is
birthday.
that?
That
I
it is
love it.
awesome.
I love it. I love it. So this is the birthday song for him
Yes.
and everybody.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday.
There you go. And my
Yes.
camera, it's interesting because when spirits come in, they mess with my damn camera all the
Yes,
time.
they do. That's how I know they there.
Yep, it's like
And they've been hanging out on your, is that your left side or right side? No, your right side.
this is my right side.
Okay, so your left side. They've been hanging. That's why I've been seeing them creeping through. Hence why probably I'm seeing them more often, because it's like I'm kind of closer to you on this side.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Well, they've been busy today. Last night I had a spirit who was obnoxious as hell,
Oh my
and
Lord.
he really ticked me off. And eventually, I mentioned him earlier. Nobody owned him, and then later on, a guy came in, and sure enough, it was his uncle, and he fit. And it was like, and I'm like, this dude has. I had to have my gatekeeper put them in check. It was that bad. I was
Oh,
like, this dude was pissing me off. He really was. I'm like, oh no, we ain't going there, because I didn't.
you
Yeah.
ain't go for it. So he probably was like that in real life,
I don't know, but he was a bit obnoxious, that's for sure. And I'm like, no, we can't do this.
like trying to
We
get his
aren't
point
doing this.
across.
Exactly. And for everybody, again, happy holidays. If you're
Yes.
celebrating from Sean and I, here's a happy holiday celebration. And then one more good plug to put: if you have a food bank in your city, it would be wonderful if you could give some food. If you have some, if you are in this, if you are in a blessed position to be able to have a little extra food, if you could give a few canned goods or something for the season, I tell you what, it would be more appreciated than you can ever know during this time of year, because we don't want anybody being hungry, but especially this time of year. So if you are blessed and you have a little bit extra food around, please
Yes.
consider giving it to the food pantries and the food banks, and help them to do what they do for so many who who aren't necessarily able of doing for themselves at this moment. Remember,
Yes.
this is only a temporary thing for them. These are not people who take advantage of the system. These are people who are in need. So let's help them, because if you're gonna do it, why not this time of year? I'll put it that way.
Absolutely. Also, if you got time, if you have time, go volunteer uh, by giving the food, doing, helping with the food for
Hmm.
the homeless. Okay.
Yes.
This is a great time. Even for Thanksgiving or even for the holidays, just showing up. I mean, they love it. They love all the help that they can get. And even if you cannot do that, they got them angel trees. Get
Hmm.
you an angel, all right? Sponsor an angel. I mean, I did it before coming out here, and I absolutely loved it because it felt like I was like a little kid all over, like, oh, I'm getting these little toys all over again. I don't have any nieces or nephews or, kids. And then when getting someone something that they need, and it's the smallest things that these kids want, especially when it comes to these teenagers. I think a lot of people overlook the teenagers as well, so they are on the trees as well. So find you an angel tree, or even at your grocery store, donate the food baskets for families as well, because you can buy, and sometimes they be $10,
Hmm.
$20, whatever, even cheaper than that. You know, um, this is in the spirit of giving. It should be. It's not just for the holidays.
Yep.
Okay, this should be anytime and all the time.
Yep. Yep. And
Especially if
again,
you becoming blessed and you got all these extra. Look how, understand that it comes back to you 10 times.
absolutely. A to the men's. A to the men's.
A to the men. A to the men.
Oh, Lord have mercy again. Happy holidays, everybody. On that one, we're going to leave that
We
just
about
right
to
there.
swear.
Have a good one. And we will see you again. If we don't, I will, Sean and I work it out. I'm sure we may be here during the holidays, but if not, we will see you on the flip side of the year.
On the
Okay.
flip side.
Adios.
Yes.
Bye, Shauna.
Bye, loves.